Roll out.
Get your ass up.
Roll out.
Out the bed.
Roll out.
Get your ass up.
Roll out.
Out your mama house.
You stink.
Roll out.
Get your ass up.
Roll out.
Y'all throw
Roll
out
out.
the melody.
But we on the west side, y'all. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, it's going to be 97 degrees here.
Woo.
Are you mad you ain't here?
I think it was 102 yesterday in the valley.
That's ridiculous.
California.
Yeah.
Knows how to what?
Knows how to party. California knows how to party.
I found some new ones.
In the city.
Lakeview Terrace.
All right, you've been working.
In the city.
City of Claremont.
Hey. In the city.
Where?
City of Compton. We keep it rocking.
What?
Yeah.
We keep it rocking.
I want to take this time. I want to welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West.
Wild West, Wild West.
We don't get the other part. We'll explain that later.
You can still do your spirit fingers. Go.
1, 2, 3. You hit a horn.
Yeah, definitely.
It's the Rollout Show, the number one rollout show in the country, in
The
America.
number one rollout show?
Yeah, number one morning rollout show
He is right.
in the world.
There's only one rollout show.
That's all it is, and it's the funniest 4 hours of your day.
Yes.
Whatever you do with the other 20 is your business.
Well, I'm trying. I know you're doing that, but because the music was like, I'm trying so hard not to do the end. You know when he goes shaking, shaking, baby,
Oh, gosh.
shaking, mama.
You do that regardless with the music or not.
So if you wonder what's so different this morning,
Yeah.
Nothing to me. Other than
DJ always. No, he's doing the show tonight.
Yeah.
He's out of town.
Yeah, our DJ is so popping that other people are like, yo, let me get your DJ.
We need that dude. We need that dude.
We need that DJ. Shout out to DJ always. He's always in your ear.
Always
he's
on
always
call.
in, now he's in somebody else's ear today.
always on call.
He's actually on the phone with Pacquiao. He's DJing over there.
I guess he's gonna DJ at the fight.
Yeah, he
Bullshit.
DJ's over there.
So he's so it'll be a little different, but we got you
We got you.
in the building.
No more
Out of-
gunshots today. I
Yeah,
guess.
no. Somebody be like, what? No, trust
No.
me, they don't like them. One dude. Well, I mean they do, but one dude called in. We were doing Speed's comedy, going, whoever's handling your gunshots, man, tell him pull back a little bit. That was funny.
Calling from under his bed.
I mean, do we need instrumentals? Do I need to put my phone to the mic? Okay.
Hilarious. It sounds a little,
Don't say that when I was drinking coffee.
it sound a little cheesy.
No, well, it would sound very.
Because you know that moment or the second that you have to get the phone to the mic?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then it's going to sound like, oh, yeah, that's my shit.
Yeah, and that's all it's time for. Somebody say, that's my shit. And then I pull it away, and then we just have a
That's what
conversation.
she said.
You forget to put your show on airplane mode and a phone call come in.
Hey, let me speak to Lord, dog. Who's it? It's Charles, nigga. We balling. Where's she at? Oh, I got a story too. Anyway, in the building, Washington, D.C. Show your love for Mark Howard.
Yeah, man. In the
That's it.
house.
Hey, Mark
it.
baby don't give a
Yes,
fuck.
I do.
Mark baby don't give a fuck.
Actually, I don't give a
Mark
fuck.
baby don't give a fuck.
My phone is cracked,
Mark baby
man.
don't give a fuck. Hey. Mark baby don't. Mark baby don't. Mark baby don't give a fuck.
You know what's so
Good,
fucked
man.
up?
You know what? Hold on. I'm not as angry anymore, man.
You should be.
Listening to us do that. It's just,
You're welcome.
Trust me, it's going to change. Lourdes is here. At some point, she's going to go, how about this, motherfucker? And then we
it's
back
okay.
to
I
normal.
look forward
love
to
it.
it, man.
But,
You look forward to me cursing you out?
yeah.
I'm from the East Coast, baby. You know, we know how it goes.
They like they like them feisty over there. And you look gorgeous, by the way. So anything come out your mouth is just like, okay.
He like I'm
Well-
feisty, Speedy like it spicy. It's like-
So when you said look gorgeous, what about Lourdes? You talking about Mark?
I'm very gorgeous.
Anyway, so just to get you caught up on one more thing, Mark dropped his phone, and
The screen.
Kanisha
is obliterated.
said after it broke, you know, you could get a case so that don't happen.
oh, this just happened just now?
Yeah.
Just
After we split, and
Yeah.
I went to get some coffee and pulled the phone to put the ringer off. Make sure I don't forget to have the ringer off. And
Speaking
Let me
of
speak
flip-
that. While I'm sitting down.
Hold up.
y'all scramble.
Wait
like,
up.
Y'all scramble like roaches when you turn the light on.
I might enjoy some tunes
So
today.
damn,
though.
that happened in the kitchen?
Yeah, right in the kitchen.
Man.
Damn.
And all you heard was, psst.
If y'all didn't hear me screaming when I said,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
I thought that was Lord.
Nothing more ugly than a crack screen.
But no, the funny part is the informative information she gave you after it broke.
Yeah. No.
Well, for next time. But it's not. His screen ain't cracked. That shit is shattered. It is in a million
You can't
pieces.
even swipe left on that because
Cut my finger.
that's workman's comp. That's horrible.
Yes.
Out of New York City,
Yes.
Brooklyn.
really Brooklyn.
Yes.
They almost won yesterday. That was a good game. Great game.
It was.
Show your love for Lourdes Gonzalez.
Yes, Lourdes Gonzalez, Brooklyn stand-up, Panamanian bombshell.
That's it.
BROOKLYN.
Come again. This is Black Hoodie Rap. That nigga said, yes.
Let me do the hand.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that. That's my intro.
I actually love Jay-Z, too. I ain't mad at you.
Your hair looks luxurious.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
dude.
It's super straight. It's got a bounce on it.
It was done by a Panamanian.
Bombshell?
Yeah.
There's several bombshells in Panama. They haven't exploded yet.
Mariana Rivera? No. It's the only other Panamanian I know.
I hit the ball. I go around the base.
She went in and it was like, I can do your hair, but first
We must dance.
That's all we got.
Somebody wrote that on my Instagram page too.
What they put?
I was a picture I posted. I was just like me, just like I was like standing there. He was like, "You look amazing, but first you must dance." And shout out to Cool Guy P who keeps commenting on my pictures saying "Sun's out, guns out."
oh my God, if he doesn't stop.
Because that was like a picture of me, like a workout picture, like my abs was out, whatever. And he's like, "Sun's out, guns out." It's like, you know, I know you in real life, right? You know, I'm gonna clown you when I see you. Stop.
I am down to 240.
What, shirt size?
Mark, we're not even gonna go into that.
No, he got $2.40 left. That's what he's
He got 240 bites left. I'm only gonna bite this sandwich 240 more times. That's it.
I'm glad I'm here to fucking amuse you. Amuse you?
You did.
Am I funny to you?
Yeah. Hilarious.
In the building from the state of Washington.
Yeah.
Right by Wounded Knee.
Aww.
Right on the 1 yard line. Show your love
Yes.
for the very beautiful Kanisha Buster Butter.
Yeah. What's up? Kanisha Buster in the building.
Okay, funny bone in this bitch.
Yeah.
It's the last of the month.
It is the last
It is.
It
Last
is.
day of the month, man.
Oh, it is. I gotta pay my storage bill. Thank you. Should be
Is
on
that
the
the
street.
worst? Them niggas
Oh.
sell your shit.
Yes, they will.
They will.
Yeah, that's how I lost all my childhood stuff. My mother put our shit in storage, and I lost Punky, my little rabbit. I'd be pissed about that.
Wait, the
every day.
rabbit was in storage?
Yeah, I don't know why she put him in
Who
there.
was feeding him?
And I had, he was a stuffed rabbit.
Oh, he's stuffed now.
I was like, that's a
What stuff
cold-blooded.
He just thought he was in there like, really, nigga? You leave me in the darkness.
It's like him in a cage with mad lettuce.
Shit ain't been changed in months.
That's funny.
He be all right. We still paying the storage bill.
Lourdes, you didn't know they did that? You ever see like the Storage Wars? It's like
Yeah, but I didn't know like
That's
regular
it
people did
takes
that
a couple
shit.
of months, and if you delinquent, they lock your shit up.
and they.
I used to work for public storage.
Penny on the
back
dollar.
then.
Penny on the dollar.
And it sucks because you're giving away somebody's life and dreams. Somebody's rolling around on my red trike. I didn't even get to ride that motherfucker yet.
They'll call you, find out who you are, and offer to sell your shit back to you.
Yeah, they will.
Oh, that's
So,
crazy.
I met one of the guys that was working on that show.
Storage Wars.
Yeah, remember the guy go, yep. Well, he held out. They got to the third season. He was holding out for more money. And they was like, anyway, motherfucker, bounce. How about that?
Okay, anybody
so he
bounce.
told it all. He said it was all rigged. He said,
Yeah, I know
would let
somebody
him
on the
know-
show.
Yeah, they would let them know which one to bid on.
Right.
And I kind of knew that when they found the Death Row stuff. And I was like, come on, man.
Well,
how
you know they have-
y'all accidentally, because they go to Long Beach.
Right.
And they get the storage where all the Death Row stuff was, his suit, the chair that he sat, that Suge Knight sat in. They didn't get the car he ran the guy over. But I'm saying they got all the albums and all that stuff. But yeah, it was pretty much rigged.
It kind of has to be, knowing what I know a little bit, because they give you like a quick flash.
Yeah.
And then close it back down and you make a bid. You can't go through it. So it's like
After you get it.
It's like let's make a deal and shit behind door number 1, and I'm door number 3. Can squid. That's what you fucking
Yeah, I know. I actually know a comic who was on that show, and he would tell me like, yo, he's like, it's fake. He's like, you get a script, they tell you who to beef with, who not to beef with, who to build an alliance with. He's like, it's all fake. He's like, you want to see my performance? Like, no, nigga, I don't want to see this show now.
When it first came out, I was hooked. I was hooked. My man, yeah. I think Jay-Z stole that from me.
Yeah, yep is definitely original.
Yeah, I would call dude like, yo, hey, you remember? Oh, you wasn't there.
No.
Fucking Tommy Chun got mad at me because, and I be Speedy up in this bitch, so I have invited him to do Speedy's Comedy Corner, and he had a little scrunchy face. And then that, we go to breaks like, Speedy, you know that I say the word bitch on stage. I said, Tommy Chun, are you trying to...
He copywrote
bitch is you?
Somebody get too short on the line. This nigga's tripping.
And he was like dead serious.
But I don't say bitch, I say
yeah. And he was dead serious.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. And I said, hey man, just finish the show out. Let's try that.
Wow.
I mean, if that's the case, a lot of people stole some shit from me because I know I say, how's everybody doing? I tell you.
Kids be tripping.
No, I don't do that.
You don't do kids be tripping?
I don't do that. But
how's everybody doing?
How's everybody doing?
I say, there's some fine ladies in the house. Fellas, give a hand to the ladies now. That shit is mine. Now, if I catch a nigga doing that shit.
Again.
Where are the Capricorns at now? That's me, I swear to God.
Now, for those who don't know anything about, if you have been to a comedy show and you're like, oh, why does he say that? Or I hear like, that's a segue for comics to get to the next joke because somebody didn't laugh on that joke. And you go, yeah, so the motherfucker be running shit.
No, we all do that shit.
Where the women at, ladies?
No, we all do that. It's different is when you hear a motherfucker say it, that meant there was no laughter in between the shit.
There was no because you go, and the motherfucker fell, shit. Who got kids?
Yeah.
And it's a house full of black people. You goddamn well the motherfuckers got kids.
Like D.R. Cobra. Shit's crazy, man. Shit's crazy.
What's your second? You have a midriff in between that lotus?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. You probably do it just.
I don't really pay attention to it because it's a habit now. Mine is just like, don't judge me.
Yeah, I like you go. I got. So this is how it's gonna be, huh?
No, I do. No, I don't give a fuck about y'all. My mama said I'm funny. Let's move on.
Mine's anytime it's like quiet. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about y'all. I'm class of 2000 homecoming queen. I got fans.
I see your picture too.
Yeah,
he really was.
Yeah, I go back home and put on my sash and be like, them niggas is tripping. Yeah. I got school voted for me. Yeah, I do that on stage. I do the wave. I'm like, nigga, I got fans. My whole school voted. You know how how popular you got to be to get a school and niggas to vote for you?
Well,
I'm winning. I'm sure you weren't. Listen,
I was basketball escort in my school,
and now you're just an escort.
Yeah.
So what basketball player took you to the other game?
Johnny. He had all the assists. I wanted to go with him. He was a giver.
He was a shooter.
Let me hold your Letterman's jacket.
Yeah. I think mine is don't judge me. You don't know my life.
It's the Rollout Show. If you trying to hook up with us on social media, it's Speedy and Friends on everything.
Yes, it is.
That's Speedy, the letter N, on Friends on everything. And hit us up on our Twitter. We need to get our Twitter up and our, what's the other thing? The
Facebook?
No, the
Instagram. Straight flexing.
Yeah, hit us up on that.
Our Instagram is straight flexing.
No,
yeah,
it is.
That's what it's called?
No. I was saying gold all in my chain. Now Instagram straight flexing.
Oh, I was about to say things have changed.
Since yesterday.
It's still Speedy and Friends.
And on our internet, it's speedyandfriends.net.
Oh, yeah. I just want to make a disclaimer. This Friday, I will not be in Vegas.
What the fuck?
Janky Promotions.
Part 2.
Part Infinity.
That's new.
Yeah, right? That's new. Yeah. I will not be there. If you see me on the flyer, I am not there.
So here's the quandary I'm living with right now. So yesterday, I was telling you this morning. So I go Fox House. He's come up. We're going to play ball. So I go up there. Cool. And we go to the gym and R. Kelly there. I'm like, all right, cool. We ball with Kel.
Give me no invite.
It's wait. And then we way out in Calabasas.
Nigga, I'm 10 minutes from Calabasas. I'd have drove.
Oh, really?
For Kels? Hell yeah.
Yeah,
you're too old for him. Go ahead.
Nah.
In theory. Anyway.
All of a sudden, I want some lemonade.
Lemonade. A cool, refreshing drink.
Oh, that's right. You pee on so. Anyway,
I'd have let him pee on me.
So Kels was there, and so Fox said, yes, he's singing at the national anthem. And I'm like, nigga. So he was rehearsing at the house when I got there. And I'm like, nigga. They came through with the money, the last minute. So somebody hit me yesterday and was like, yo, I got 2 rooms because they trying to get into Fox's party Saturday night.
Right.
And I'm like, God damn. So I got 2 rooms at MGM for whoever want to ride to Vegas.
I want to go. I want to be there.
Ain't no money. We just get the party like a rock star.
With Fox? Do I get to go to the game? I mean, the fight?
Hell no.
Come on, man.
Pimpin', what do you do?
How you just gonna dap people up during the show? Like, we're rolling right now, right? Oh, we're on air? Yeah. We're like having...
You didn't think it was possible being after 8?
No, it's all Kanisha. So, your bag loud in the motherfucker, Pimpin'. Your cookie bag.
We ain't got no music today, so you're gonna hear everything.
Yeah, you gotta be real.
Jesus.
So that's the quandary I'm living in right now. Is that my boy hit me? He got 2 rooms, and I already asked Fox, can we come up?
Can you? Yeah, I heard about that. I'm coming. Even if you go to Vegas, I'm going.
Yeah, because he said we can go up and watch the fight at his house. Well, not Mark.
I'm being there.
You kick me out?
No.
I'm taking pictures. Taking pictures with all his stuff. Like, I'm cool.
So there it is. So he's like, cool. Come up there and watch the fight. But then somebody's like,
if you go there, do you watch you can watch the fight at MGM?
Yes, only at MGM, and they're
in your room.
In the room, or they'll probably have it in the lobby. They'll probably have it everywhere, probably.
Well, I mean,
that would be a good experience.
I mean, that'd be cool. I mean, even if you don't get to actually go to the fight, you can watch it.
Yeah, the party Saturday night gonna be.
I already know. The party's gonna be crazy.
The line to get in that motherfucker.
Do you have to wait online? No.
I'm gonna be with Fox the whole time.
Do I have to wait online?
He going in the back door
because he gonna sing. He do the
what? Back door to get in straight past.
No. Come on, nigga. Clean that up.
Clean up, Mark. Thinking that way. He's going in a special entryway.
He's going through the servant's way.
He's not waiting in line.
There it is.
The waiters.
But here's the problem. He's going to do the national anthem, then the fight. He'll probably have ringside seats, and then no one's going to leave early. The party don't start till 11. The fight will be over by 9:30.
But is Fox going to stay for the whole party? Fox going to be staying for the whole party.
He ain't going to get there till about 10, and then we go straight to VIP if we go.
And then he going to leave at, what, 11:30?
No, he stay.
Okay.
He got to stay. You got to get that money.
Well, the last party I was at with Fox, he was out. The one we was in New York.
And he wasn't getting paid for that.
Oh, makes sense.
Oh, you talking about the? Oh no, he only because he was there.
But then he left. Like, I looked up. I was like, "Where the fuck Fox go?"
He went to another VIP.
He went to another party.
Oh, okay.
Because Diddy had a party.
Why we couldn't go to Diddy's party?
Do you know Diddy?
I want to know Diddy.
I met him.
And guess who else was there playing ball? Will from Day 6.
Oh, Willie.
Yeah.
Oh.
He had a nice little jumper. He's talking a little shit to R. Kelly. Yeah. Nigga, anybody has ever played with Kel, so he shoots threes like percentages. Like, I'm gonna shoot 30 of it, I'm gonna make 15. Maybe I might make 10.
Kobe percentage.
I'm still upset that you did not invite me.
It was like 10. I got to Jay's house about 10:30. Me,
Okay.
Dave Brown, Tyron.
That's fine.
Last night?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Since I went to work out.
Okay. Now he's telling lies.
You see what's happening.
This is how I know.
You see what's happening.
Yes.
You see what's happening.
We see what's happening, but do you see what's happening?
I'm getting sexy. That's
You're
all.
trying to mind fuck us.
Every time I see somebody they haven't seen me in a while, you're losing weight. I said, thank you. You know, that's one of the, I see you little raggedy motherfuckers. You always got jokes.
That's just a nice thing to say when you haven't seen
So the quandary we are dealing with here, Lourdes, is that there's rooms for us. 2, if we want to go. Probably double beds, or people can take my wife.
It's my son's birthday, man. I'm gonna chill.
Yeah, you got to stay here.
It's your son's birthday? Yeah. Well, happy birthday. Is he 18?
No, he's 15.
Oh, perfect.
He'll be 17.
That sounds sexy on the motherfucker.
Oh, I know.
Shit.
I don't know how these guys got such handsome sons.
He gonna show me a video of
like
him
me.
having him dunking with a no shirt on. Like, hey, what you trying to do to me? You want something to happen now. Like, now you just sitting there.
Now you're poking the bear.
Yeah. You just gave me the alley. I'm about to oop that.
Ooh. Oop, there it is.
So yeah.
So all my son will do is irritate the shit out of you. He's a teenager.
No, he irritates you, Mark.
He doesn't irritate me.
He doesn't like you.
I do want to choke him if
He likes me. He thought I was mad cool.
Well, that's only because he saw you for 5 minutes.
Exactly.
Another 5 minutes? Dad, really?
I got to hear Troop again. This is bullshit.
Well, at least they from Pasadena. He cool with that.
All right.
His mom went to school with somebody got from Troop.
Oh, okay. So,
That's how old they are.
again, we have a quandary. We don't know what we're going to do. We may be in Vegas, but for sure we'll be at Jamie house.
Oh, for the
Worst case scenario.
Yeah, because he said he has 2 rooms in Vegas at MGM.
Oh, you missed it. Sorry.
But can't go to the fight. But you can watch the fight, and then you can go to Fox's party.
But it's really the drive there. Because we wouldn't leave till after the show.
Can we Uber?
Hilarious.
You know what the road going to be like? Getting into Vegas Friday in about 5,
I'd
6
rather
o'clock?
just go to Fox House.
Yeah, I'm taking pictures of all his shit. Like,
Like it's your shit.
Like it's-
You got a nice house. I know.
Be like, bitch, when you get this Grammy?
you know, something in my spare time.
That's what I do.
You know, here go my Oscar, not my cousin Oscar.
And I know he got it back from his ex-manager. I wonder if it's at the house. It's
So-
heavy. You know the Oscar heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I will find out.
30 pounds.
I will find out.
It's like a dumbbell.
Well,
Something you don't know nothing about.
You know what? What are you going to do when things have changed in my life? You ain't going to have no more jokes. You going to be dumb.
Oh, I'll forever have jokes on you.
yeah.
No, you won't.
That is something that is going to be eternity. Like, God has blessed me with knowing you to get these jokes off. Like,
As long
That
as
you've
you're
been
still
sitting
wearing
on, been sitting on for a minute.
I've been, you know what it is? I've been waiting. My whole life has been, my whole life has been built up to this point where I can just crack jokes.
I'm glad I can appease you. Yes.
You know, I know you longer than all these guys, so if she runs out of shit, I'll feed her.
Teamwork make the dream work.
And if you keep walking in here with hats like that, you know.
Yeah, Mark, it's very concerning, these half pillowcakes beanies you got.
I have one I just been wearing.
We can smell this one.
You want to smell in my head?
I'm just telling you, the
Which head is
aroma,
he smelling?
motherfucker. You think we got 900 candles lit in this
Clean that up.
motherfucker? It's you, Mark.
No, I think that's the mood you in with them candles. Man.
I think your phone broke when you put it in your pocket.
Ooh, now you trying to have fat jokes? Damn.
Oh, I wouldn't.
You know this.
What the day when the tables have turned?
You know I have a side bet that Lourdes is gonna run the fucking
I'm gonna show you how much we
You're not
really-
gonna
Thanks,
win.
see, me and Mark. You know what, Mark? I will not mute your mic when it is my day.
Coming.
Like
This how you know things have changed. Usually, DJ always prints everything out. Nigga, it's small print.
This is a regular print, okay?
We fucking this.
this is a 2 font.
This is what I look for. See, this is what I.
He needs a 25
That's like
font.
you're like the you probably have like size 24 font on your phone.
Yeah, he does.
When somebody texts you hello, it take up the whole screen.
Yes, he does, actually. He be showing me shit. I be like, God.
He got the universal remote that look like an iPad and it says on, up,
You know what?
down.
It's
every-
each letter one big letter H, then the next letter E.
Because he be trying to show me emails in his phone. I be feel like I put on glasses. Nigga, I'm like, God damn, these letters are popping out at me.
He showed me text messages from the highway. Like, did you see this message? I synced it.
So Speedy,
Hold that thought, homie.
Speedy one.
It is Throwback Thursday. I'll go to a new DJ. John. DJ John is in the building.
DJ John.
We call him iPad John.
That's his name.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm here.
You ready?
All is well. All is
Take us to
well.
commercial. You ready, brother?
It's funny you should mention that because I'm not ready to take it to commercial.
DJ not ready.
Take it to the break. Hey.
Take it to the break. Hey.
He's not DJ always. He's DJ sometimes.
I'm out there working the internet. Got a bunch of stuff going on here. All right. So first of all, we'll need that media lineup. Sorry about that.
Now everybody's hearing the technical things that go on to keep the show going.
See, guys, radio is not that easy as you may think. We come in here, we just talk and like push buttons.
Go, John.
Behind the scenes Thursdays. John got cuts here.
No, hold on. He played this.
All day.
It says all day nigga.
All day. I love this song. Thanks, John.
All day, nigga.
I love John. John, can I be like your Secret Santa for Christmas?
Absolutely.
I'm John's Secret Santa too.
Okay, let's go halvesies with John. I love John.
Thank you.
So John, you be kicking this in your car singing it?
All day, nigga. Where you work at? All day, nigga. Fucking hilarious. Anyway, once again, it's the Rollout Show right here on the Foxxhole. Speedy and Friends and I'll be Speedy. In the building we have
Mark Howard representing.
In the building we have
Lourdes Gonzalez, the Panamanian bombshell.
In the building we have
Kanisha Bus.
Put your phone down.
Funny bone in this bitch.
Oh, in the building.
John Matthews.
DJ iPad.
What? John? Say it again. Last name?
Matthews. You don't
Oh,
know
Matthews. I thought you said Nathanus. I was like, who the hell is Matthews? I thought it was Matthews.
Do you hear retarded too?
JM Easy. Well, you could do Speed Doggy Dog. I can't do JM Easy.
J Money.
J Money.
I love doing this raggedy ass show. It's Speedy and Friends. Anyway.
Why we gotta be raggedy?
No, it's not me, motherfucker. Trust and believe.
Are you saying your friends are raggedy?
Anyway, the button works. So, ladies,
Yes.
I noticed you're on your thing, and we have a special guest about to come in.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We still notice things happening in Baltimore, and unfortunately, and having to, and it's weird because life kind of goes on in a sense, but you feel like wow, just because we had talked about it on Tuesday, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah. And then Wednesday, somebody's
No,
like,
we're talking about it Monday.
was it Monday or Tuesday? Tuesday. I mean Monday.
Monday, first time.
And so Tuesday, Wednesday, people are like, why y'all don't go back into what's going on? Y'all not sensitive to that? And we are.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we're still a comedy station, but we do like to keep our listeners informed and let them know that we do have our ear to the street.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's no music to cover that up. I hit the cough button.
Yeah, it came through the other mics.
That's a new song. Coughing.
So I guess it's just really we'll go back to it today, and even though it's just Throwback Thursday, and so we can throw back. You like that? Is that?
Yeah.
Throw it
Great
back.
segue.
Yeah, it was.
You don't like it?
Well, no, because it's still a current situation, so it's not necessarily throwback. But that was cute. You tried.
Aw. E for effort.
Kind of like your diet. It's cute. You're trying.
Oh, wow.
Couldn't get to the mute button fast enough.
You lose
Anyway,
some weight,
Mark.
you'll move faster. Never no fun when the rabbit got the fucking gun, is it?
What? Is that a throwback saying?
Pretty much. Niggas ain't said that since 84.
Ain't no fun when the rabbit.
Yeah, it's
All right,
you
guys.
were born in 84, that's probably why.
All right, guys. That was something. That was something.
Anyway, to the issues at hand.
Please.
Mark.
10,000 strong peacefully protested in downtown Baltimore, as they said, Baltimore. Media and only reports the violence and arrest dozens.
Yeah.
So,
and that's been the number one thing we've gotten so far is that what we're seeing is not what's really going on. I mean, it's what's going on, but then they're not showing the other side. And why would they? They're trying to get their ratings up. They're trying to show, oh, wow, black people tearing shit up.
Well, what you have to understand about the media is that they are set up to portray certain things and certain aspects because they don't focus on the thousands and thousands of people that are peacefully protesting, that are holding hands and singing, hoping for change. They show the destructive part of the situation. But, I think that part is also important. It's just the way that it's portrayed because people are tired. People are disappointed. People are frustrated. People are angry. And one thing that is just like they're burning down their community. They don't own none of that shit. Like we don't own that. Ain't our shit.
I said that shit Monday.
It's not. But you get to a point, and I know they show some people are dancing in the streets, and some people. But when you feel like you're liberating yourself, or you feel like you finally are fighting back, there is a piece of yourself, and that excitement that you're finally standing up. So you will see some of the celebrations because people are like, it's a motherfucker doing Michael Jackson full routines on a school bus on the top of it.
Yeah,
and it's
about that.
and so it's just like that energy of seeing everybody coming together fuses a lot of different emotions in people. But what you have to also understand, and this leads back to when I was a part of the WTO protest when I was 17 and I was hit with experimental gases and had a tick for a year and a half. They set people down there.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, don't rush over that. What?
Well, I had a tick for a year and a half. Though in WTO,
What kind of tick?
where my eye
The
twitched.
one you got to scratch out?
Yeah, no, where your
fleek
eyes
over?
twitch and stuff like that because they use experimental gases on us.
Was it
going on?
Did it happen? Like, did you tick often, or was it?
Yeah, like it would be mid conversation. It'd be like, so, and it,
Damn, why wasn't we friends then, man?
So, but things like that. What you have to understand in these situations, they send people down there to start the destruction.
And we had a guy call in and tell us that too.
Yeah, that because even with the Mike Brown case, they had caught those two duty officers trying to set fire to the church,
and they was trying to like rile people up and create a riot.
And I think the one thing we have to understand when it comes to media or television and news reporting, they're trying to get as many viewers to their particular network because they have commercials and people paying them to say, okay, well, you said your station gets this many viewers. So how do you get them there? You're not going to get them there by showing a peaceful walk. You're not going to get that. You're not going to get somebody going, hey, man, we're positive. We don't try to. No, the way you're going to get them is that you show that little 2-second clip. Coming up next, and you have a guy throwing a rock through a window.
Yeah.
Just like they had I've only seen this on the internet. I haven't even seen this on CNN, actually, because there was a CNN reporter who questioned a young African-American woman. And he was like, what about the rioting and the looting and everything? Do you feel this depicts your community in that way? And she goes, first of all, where were you guys a week ago when we was protesting peacefully, when we wasn't doing anything, when we was standing our ground and having peaceful conversations in the street with thousands of people? She goes, now that we are burning and torching and destroying the community, now that you're here, she goes, why did it take all of this for you to hear our voice? She's like, where were you guys a week ago? And he didn't even say shit. But you're not going to see that on CNN replay.
But to that though, and I showed a couple people a tweet or a friend of mine put on Facebook, which the Baltimore police has their own Twitter account, and they put out some criminals set fire to the library on North Avenue in Baltimore during the rioting, and then someone else, a white person, followed on and said that wasn't the people doing it. That was the police when they used tear gas
yes,
can.
I saw that.
And it set fire to a trash can, which set the fire around there.
Yeah.
So, even the police are putting out that kind of negativity. And to this point of the story, it says 10,000 people from across the country peacefully protested in Baltimore in support of the seeking of justice of the death of Freddie Gray, despite the fact that 100 of the 10,000 acted up and approximately 35 people were arrested after the peaceful protest. That's about 1%. So much of the mainstream media used attention-grabbing words in their headlines like "Protest turns destructive," USA Today said. "Scenes of chaos in Baltimore," New York Times. "Dozens arrested after protest turns violent," was listed by the local WBAL, that's Baltimore TV. So in all of that, they're putting that out there like that. But I saw a little bit locally here in L.A. I'll give the Channel 5, KTLA. They showed the peaceful protest, and they said that the skirmish started because people stayed after the curfew that was set. Now, that was more accurate to what was going on, but they didn't blow up the violence more so. So it was at least one media that I could speak of, but for the most part, it's terrible.
Yeah, they're not going to show the little kids who are giving the police officers water, or the young men who are on bicycles dapping police officers up, or the people who are standing there like being peaceful and actually trying to do something, but they do like show the negativity. But what I thought was, you could judge me, I don't give a fuck. On Facebook, Antonio Drakeham posted a picture of a white guy who is knocked out on the floor, bloody. And he says, whoever family member this is, you can pick him up at 234 North Calvert Street, Baltimore, Maryland, where when he comes to. Let him know this is the last time he'll ever call somebody a nigga and throw a bottle. So what you don't see is the people on the sidelines who are throwing bottles, who are throwing bricks, who are calling these people niggas, who are calling even white people who are joining nigga lovers, who are harming these people in a peaceful protest. Yeah. So he knocked them clear the fuck out and said, hey man, come post it on Facebook, come get your family member. This ain't right. Hey, man, you want to go there? We gonna go there.
And remember the mom that found her son and beat him?
Yeah.
She did an interview. I was trying to pull it up on it's on Facebook. I liked it. And the fact, I thought that was, and I don't know how people may feel and don't really care, but that, I think she did the right thing. You know, get your ass from down here, unless you finna be on the, and he had the ski mask on, or why the fuck he had that on. And unless you're going to be on the right side of this, and as a mom, she went and got her son. And knew what exactly, she knew
after I seen like maybe 30 seconds of her interview. I didn't really finish watching it. And it just rubbed me the wrong way just a little bit.
Okay.
Just for the fact that she was like, well, I was on the side with the police officers, and I was, I saw him throwing stuff, so I had to go. And for me, it was like, why the fuck you on that side? Like,
well, I think that part I feel you on, but the other side of that is she's looking to say, okay, I see my son, who these police officers, they don't know who he is, and he could get shot.
And he
could get beat down.
Oh, I understand that. I understand that aspect.
So I could see why she ran over. Like, what the fuck? Even though she might have been on that side, but I'm pretty sure she's like, okay, maybe I could see some kids out here I know, and maybe she was going to do that. I don't know. Yeah. But the fact that she went and got her son for that reason.
I understand that. I would have got my son too. Like, hey man, but it would have been more of a you could be the next victim. So chill out. Yeah. If you want to do it, let's do it the right way. But
have you ever protested? You been, because you said you have.
Yeah, I've been doing this shit. I done police sit-ins, all type of all type of stuff.
Going on in Seattle?
I've done it myself when I was especially in college in Oklahoma.
What'd you do, man?
Oh shit! I told you about the situation with that's fraternity.
Oh, the
SAE.
fraternity.
We were over there protesting against that.
You had a sign, or you just walk in? Or?
No, we just marched and we talked about it. We had some news coverage. One of the guys who was organizing spoke. Because there was leaflets from the Klan and stuff out there all over. This was the 80s in Oklahoma.
What about you?
I never got to join a protest or anything like that. I would love to. I came from a family like, as soon as something happened on the news, you got to stay inside. My mom don't let me go nowhere. I can't participate because we had our own shooting in Queens for Sean Bell, who was murdered the eve before his wedding. Police officer shot him numerous times, and he was in Queens in the community. It was affected deeply, and I couldn't participate, especially with the way they protest. And is they get a whole bunch of brothers in T-shirts that say "Rest in Peace, Sean Bell," and they on the corner drinking. So my mom is like, "Nah, you're not going nowhere. I don't care if you knew him or not, whoever." Like, I didn't know him, unfortunately. I wish I did, because all my friends was like, he was such an amazing dude, and then to get murdered on the eve of your wedding is just insane. It's just crazy. But I wish I could have protested and even been involved in but I don't want to even though they say it's a protest, show your love and support. The Hollywood version of it, it was just like, I'm over it. It was more bitches like have their lashes done, had their cute outfits on, and you got a sign, okay, cool. But it was all about what you wearing, and Tyrese was going to be there, so I didn't participate.
The number to call into if you want to join the conversation is 855-960-3699, or you can go to the website, speedyandfriends.net. Post your comment there. We'll we'll announce that over the air. Again, 855-960-3655 if you want to join. 3699. If you want to join the conversation. We have some special guests coming in that's going to contribute to this as well. We're waiting on them to get here now.
Hey, Speedy.
I wanted to go to the Million Man March. I really, really wanted to go to the Million Man March. And I felt like I missed that opportunity. And that's why when Barack...
I wanted to go to the Million Man March.
Yeah, hilarious. Pull out one and you get one.
I got to get at least one.
But I did get a chance to go and see the president get sworn in, and I thought that was the inauguration. That to me was the single most best day of my life. Coldest day in DC. I didn't know DC get that cold, bro.
Yeah,
and it was sun out. With no
sun
cloud.
Out, coats out.
Yeah, pretty much. And I was in DC, and everybody thought it was going to be like Freaknik. It was going to be parties, and so they had all these different clubs, and they trying to charge all this money, and nobody showed up. And I was like, dude, it's a family event. People are bringing kids and moms, and to see, and it was like, if you didn't get a chance to go to experience it, they were selling everything Barack. From a water bottle to Pampers to cigarette lighters. They had his face.
Barack Pampers?
Yes.
I'd have got that just because.
I got a bobblehead and I got a scarf And it was something else I got that I just was like, wow.
Everything you needed that you didn't bring from California.
Hilarious. But the one thing that you did not see, you didn't see an ambulance, you didn't hear police cars, you didn't hear anything. But the city, D.C., what they do when they have the inauguration, you can't drive through the city.
No.
Mm-hmm.
They cut it off in where, I forgot what city, what part of, how far back it is. So me and Claudia there, and we told the story.
Other side of Capitol Hill.
Yes.
On up there.
And we got stuck. Yeah. We couldn't get a ride because you can't get a cab in. You have to walk, and it's a nice little
Take
walk.
the subway.
No, none of that stuff was running.
Oh, they didn't
at the
run
time.
Subway
No,
okay.
not for Barack. No. Okay. They stopped everything coming in. If you wasn't already in the city,
if
you weren't already in the city, it was going to be a wrap.
That's since 9/11 kind of.
But I would love to hear from some of our listeners on if they've been to a march, if they're there marching now, to call in 855-960-3699 is the number to call into, or if you've been in a march, give us that whole thing, like you were saying, they shot tear gas.
Well, yeah, for WTO, World Trade Organization, Seattle had one of the largest protests ever, and I was down there, and we do the anniversary protest. But the first year, I was recording. The police were beating people, and I had gotten between the circle, and I could see them planning to get me in my video camera. I had to bury my video camera under dirt in the plant and go back and pick up my video camera 2 days later.
You still have that?
Yes. I turned it in, and then I still have the other copy somewhere in storage. I have no idea where it's at now.
With the bunny rabbit.
No, not that storage. One thing that they were showing on the news was like they were tearing down Nike Town and all the destruction, but you're not seeing police officers kick people that are just sitting there in the face, in the chest. They were saying that they did impose a curfew. We weren't going. I think one of the most passionate times is there was an apartment building, and somebody had their big amp, and they were playing the electric guitar version of the Star Spangled Banner by Rick James. Wow. And that was blasting, and it was like a line, and the police were throwing tear gas at us. We were picking it back up, throwing it back at them.
Isn't it hot?
They were. I'm not the one who picked it up.
Oh, okay.
They picked it back up. I don't know if it's hot or not, but they were throwing it right back. And there was a part during the curfew, they were saying people wouldn't go home, but what they didn't show is the police at this part were like on all 5 sides, and they were pushing us into the middle, but they were only filming, so you couldn't leave. Okay. But they were filming saying, these people are refusing to go home, and we had a black marker, and we were going around writing these lawyers' numbers on everybody's arms, so when you got arrested, you would call, and they would come down and get you out. But it was, and I'm 17 at the time, so my mother seen me getting whooped up on the news, and of course she was crying and stuff like that. But I've always been a strong believer in protesting.
I don't know anyone gonna hit it like that.
First protest, 3rd grade for the spotted owls. So like I know what they were trying to cut down all the trees, and we did save the spotted owls.
You got to do a book about your life. And, you really do.
See, I was always afraid to do protests and stuff like that because I always know my mentality. I might snap.
That's why I asked, because I know you. You'll be like on front line.
I'll be Malkina X. Like I'm not. I'm just like, if I snap and I'm just like, and I'm in that moment and I'm there, because I get very passionate about it already. So if I'm there and I'm like, All
right, take a quick break. Come back, break. Give it up for our DJ John Matthew. Yo, we are back. It's the Rollout Show right here on the Foxxhole, Speedy and Friends. Like I said, we have a great show. Well, we want you to participate for sure. The number to call into, again, is 855-960-3699 is the number to call into. We're talking about what's happening in Baltimore. But right now, in the building, we have Mr. Mike Brown Sr. is here. How you doing, brother? Good to have you here with us. And he's the father of Mike Brown Jr., who was gunned down in... Would you say St. Louis or really St. Louis? St. Louis. Okay, you can get a little closer on that mic, Ferguson. And we really appreciate you coming out, man, especially with what's going on and still going on with our black youth. Because I have a son your age and one of the young men who passed away in there. So give us your take, man, especially when you see it keep happening. And like I have this thing from Trayvon Martin, because we were really involved. And I'm glad you're here with what would happen to him. And I said, well, I'm going to get this banned because I hope this never happens and another parent doesn't have to deal with this. And it just keeps happening. Mm-hmm. It's like literally, it's like keep happening. And I said on the show we did show Monday, and I said that it must be how the police are taught, that you just shoot whoever, and we'll figure it out afterwards. Or you just say these particular words, and it'll die down, and we'll work it out some way. Instead of them being told that if you do this, we're not going to stand behind you until we get the truth, and then it'll stop. I think it will stop. As long as they're going to stand behind this, or it's a good guy thing, or you're in this fraternity that if you shoot somebody black, mostly it's all black, if you shoot them and it goes bad, we'll just say these particular things. I was fearing for my life. He didn't do what I asked him to do. I thought he was reaching for something. It looked like I saw something shiny, and I shot. I mean, tell us, man, how are you, like when you see what's going on now, how are you affected by it? And
well, it actually just takes me back to last year with my son. It's the rioting and just everything that's going on is just people are looking for attention, man.
Right.
They're talking in a negative way, but they're getting their issue off for you to look and understand how they're feeling inside. Me personally, it's like it's hard, sometimes I get choked up with words, because it just takes me so back to like the same, just almost like the same thing. So
let's get our listeners caught up and explain. I mean, we want to hear your side of exactly what happened with your son that day that you know of. Can you tell us exactly how things happened that from what you know of and the accounts that led up to your son being taken from us?
Just he was walking down the street and was pulled over. Some words was exchanged. Some actions was done, and he fled, and he was asked to stop, turn around, and from that point he was executed.
Look.
Do you feel the media is playing a huge part in the way your son was depicted, especially like CNN? Do you feel Don Lemon did you feel Don Lemon actually did a great job or a bad job in conveying what was really happening in Ferguson at that time?
Well, with the media, period, they gonna show the negative anyway. Yeah. So, you have to dig for the truth.
Wow.
So that's why I'm here.
I want to ask you, and I definitely appreciate you being there, being a father of a kid that's about to turn 17. It just touches me. But I've learned and heard people talk to me even through Facebook that the kind of the living and conditions in the city of Ferguson, especially through the city there with the people, the blacks there, and the separation between the blacks and the whites, how it's very destitute there. Tell us about the condition in the city of Ferguson. That
Before and after.
Yeah, it's just kind of like the city has been kind of left, untaken care of. The education system has not been given the funding that it needs and things like that. And just that whole separation between the city citizens and the police and how it is. Can you give us a little insight on that? On how it is in Ferguson?
Do you want me to speak on that, Mike?
Yes. And you are.
I'm Jana Gamble.
Thank you
I'm a
for
producer
coming,
from St. Louis.
Thank you.
Hey. So, on that note, we look at what the world's viewing because of the incident that happened. And our focus is on Ferguson globally.
Right.
But Ferguson is a little part of St. Louis, the metropolitan area. And there are a lot of issues overall across the whole area. So with the racial tension and all of that, the school systems, there are a lot of schools that are unaccredited. Several schools that are being shipped out to the county, St. Charles County and other counties to house their students. So, I mean, there's a lot going on there. They're shining the light on Ferguson, but the issue is across the board. And they're also funneling to try to put a Band-Aid on Ferguson and act like they're fixing everything. They're putting a Band-Aid on it by funneling money out of the areas that need it and taking it to Ferguson because that's where they're trying to fix right now.
Well, and that's what I'm saying, because a city like Ferguson, money's being funneled out of there to take care of the cities and areas they want to take care of. And when you, like you said, my brother, it's like people were talking about the rioting. I'm not saying I'm for violent and doing all the things that be done, but it's kind of like when you're talking to somebody and they're not listening to you, eventually you're going to start screaming.
Right.
And right now this is screaming. This is yelling at the top of your lungs saying, hey, you better start fucking listening to what I'm saying right
So many
now.
people haven't been heard for so long.
Right.
People are just desperate.
Right. That's why I want to hear from somebody from the city to tell us what it's really like there, as opposed to what we reading and hearing.
Right.
Yeah, I just want to say, Mike wasn't from Ferguson.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He
just happened to
That's
be
where
there.
it happened at.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
His grandmother stayed over in the area, so he was visiting for the summer before he started college.
Oh, okay.
And
Go ahead, Lourdes.
I just want to know, are there any black leaders or any leaders that are doing any type of legislation to get passed that puts cops on a higher standard, like legislation that should be passed on cops shooting unarmed people? Is there anything that's being done about that,
As far as you know.
that you know?
no.
Because I think and I'm speaking for them because I don't give a fuck, but they would probably say, well, we didn't know he was unarmed until we got up on him and he's laying on the ground. As far as they know, like, even though it's television, when they did, I forgot the show, but they did something that's similar, and the guy was like, no, he had a knife on him. I saw a knife. And then you find out later on he put it on him.
So
They're going to scandal. So they're going to say what they need to say to get the passes because no one's ever held them accountable. It's like having a son, daughter, and there's no consequences for what they do. And so if there's no consequences for what I do, and this kid knows my mom or my dad's going to back me no matter what this teacher say or somebody else say, and they say, well, your son threw this rock. No, he didn't. He said he didn't do it. He didn't do it.
Right.
I told you I didn't do it. I ain't in trouble. And that's the way with the police. I'm pretty sure they've been told. I've never went. I have friends who are, but it makes me think that they've been told, just do what you have to do, and we got your back. Because for it to keep happening, I mean, literally, it keeps. When you see the young man who got shot in the back, as he's running away, and being the dude didn't know who he was being filmed, what's the first thing he said? I feared for my life. I shot.
Right.
And we would have never known that.
Right. And what version of his story was that?
Yeah.
That's,
I mean, I just want to say it's easy for people to wear a wristband, to cop a T-shirt. But has anybody reached out to you guys, like with like some type of voice in media, or even a celebrity that has reached out to you guys to even further your cause? Because your voice can only go but so far. And since social media does play a huge part, has anybody reached out to you guys and said, look, I want to take on this cause like it's my own?
The major player is Brother Shahid, who is with us.
Yeah.
Brother
Thank you,
Anthony
man.
Shahid, who's with us. And he is, Mike's support system, his spiritual advisor, his confident. I don't make that face.
so hold that. We're going to come back to you. Don't move. Take a quick break. Come right back. Stay right there, brother. It's Foxxhole Radio. We're back. It's the Rollout Show right here. Number to call into if you would like to speak to Mr. Mike Brown Sr., who's in the building right now, is 855-960-3699, or just hit us up on our website, which is speedyandfriends.net. In the building we have.
Mark Howard represents.
In the building we have.
Mike Brown Sr.
In the building we have.
Jana Gamble.
In the building we have.
Lourdes Gonzalez.
In the building.
Kanisha Best.
And you introduced a young man who's sitting right back here. We get him on the mic as well. We also have with us right now, we have.
This is Brother Anthony Shahid, the originator of Hands Up, Don't Shoot.
And
Oh, wow.
please explain that to us.
Okay. First of all, I'd like to thank you for welcoming us on your show.
Oh, no problem.
And there's so many things I think can be said and done. First of all, what has happened now, the whole world is paying attention to what's St. Louis is what we refer to as Sad Louis. It's not just Ferguson.
Mm-hmm.
Quit saying Ferguson, say St. Louis/Ferguson. That's like Jesse James and Frank James. Jesse James ain't worried about what Frank James did. Jesse James worried about if Frank James left something for him to steal or to kill.
Wow.
These people have been shooting us down like dogs for years, and we know that. Matter of fact, we got to stop saying dogs because they treat their dogs pretty damn good, like roaches.
Yeah.
They've been shooting us down like this, and those young brothers and sisters, God has blessed them to make the world look and see, because, we talk about the looting and violence and everything, but when a volcano erupts, you don't know which way it's going. They're tired of being shot down like animals, and that's what's happening. If you pay attention to this scenario, do you ever see black police shooting white boys?
No.
This whole thing would change.
Yeah.
It don't happen because the mindset, they know they can shoot black people and nothing is going to happen. At least they thought. But God bless Brother Mike Brown Sr.'s son, and we don't look at it as a blessing, but we don't choose. God choose. He chose this situation. St. Louis, everybody thought it was Mississippi where Emmett Till's happened at, but no, it was Sad Louis. that changed the whole world, that made the whole world take time and look. And the media, most time, a life of a protest is no more than 3 days. This has been going on for about 10 months now because God chose a situation with his son laying down for 4.5 hours. It's all into prophecy. If you pay attention, for 400 years as a people, look what happened to us as a people. That force sticks all the way out. For 4.5 hours, they left his son down, but they planned and God planned, and he's the best plan. Look what happened. Now you're talking about South Carolina, but they would have never been talking about it if it hadn't happened to Mike Brown Jr. You know, so God chose this situation now, and what we got to understand, this is a national movement now.
Yes.
Yeah. This is a national movement. Whichever way they want to try to cover it up and everything, and then they talk about everything being peaceful. Tell the police to be peaceful.
Yes.
That's what I want to hear. I don't hear y'all talking about that. Yeah. Let it start with them. If they want to teach peace, let Ray Lewis and all these other people that come in, go talk to the police department first. The first thing I'm going to do, and then call them thugs.
There you go.
Yeah, and then straighten out, then let us have to come back and say, we didn't mean to use the word thug. Use it on them.
Yeah.
Just like they would when the white boys riot over their sports team losing.
Oh yeah,
It's
Kids
okay.
having fun.
It's okay.
Kentucky.
It's kids having fun.
Yeah, Kentucky.
But when you actually have people standing up for something that they believe in, it's an issue.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, and I have 4 sons. I have sons that's in the 30, and I have a 10-year-old. And a young lady called in on Monday because we did this story as well. And she said sometimes they say, well, she said she's doing everything to keep her son from doing the wrong way. But the way it is now, it doesn't matter which way they're going, because if they happen to see him, they pull him over, or they think he's whatever they want to think he is, he could be taken away from us.
Exactly.
So and I think that's what we need to put that out, where we have the fathers, we have the moms who come out and they're marching, and we're marching because we want to save not just my kid. I wish I could have saved your son. I wish I could have saved everybody's son that's involved with something like this. Because when you stop those, then you'll stop somebody else's father from being here, or mom from being here, going, I want to tell my story about what happened to my son.
Speedy, that's exactly, I'm sorry, why my Mike has started the foundation.
Okay.
And it's Michael Brown Chosen for Change Fund. And so that is a huge part of what we're doing with the foundation, and trying to instill in these young men the positive outlook on life, helping people get jobs and further education, as well as turning these young boys into men, and leading by example. Mike's been through a lot in his own life, and then with his son, trying to raise a young man and keep him on a positive way, and get him to graduate, which he did.
And speaking on that, you guys are doing a movie, correct?
Correct.
Is there a title that you're working with? Can we hear that? No? Maybe? So?
It's all in the works.
It's all in the works. Is it focusing on his life entirely, or the day, or the events from the day, or is it like...
It's all in process.
Okay. I was trying to get something out of it.
The thing is, I can see, people say, Lord, this is showing a lot of emotion in that sense, and I can appreciate that from her.
Because I don't.
No, you do. You show your passion, and however it manifests itself, and it comes out in whatever brings it out. So I appreciate that. She's a younger sister than I am, and I'm a parent just like Speedy. We have kids that are named after us too. I'm a senior, and like I said, my son's turning 17, and I talk to him, and I get into him a lot. We fuss, we fight, but he knows. And I tell him, and I was talking to him last time. I said, dude, it's like that out here, dude. And much as I've getting you to a private school, you seeing both sides of the tracks. I grew up seeing both sides of the tracks. And it's like, it's still, you got to keep your head and your wits about you and know what's going on. Like, he'll play, like these guys, passing is known for particular games, whatever. And the kids say that, put it on PDL, put it on Blood, whatever they put it on, in fun. I'm like, dude, don't ever do no shit like that. I mean, he took a picture. I didn't even know the signal, something like that. Don't ever. You got to teach them so they understand this is real. It's not glorified out here.
Right.
It's not fun out here.
And for our listeners out there who are listening, and like the movie Fruitville, I happened to be in town in Oakland when that happened. It was New Year's Eve,
yes.
And we did a comedy show, and when that happened, they were telling me, and I was like, that can't be true.
Right.
So when the movie came out, as much as I wanted to see it, I went and bought a ticket, but I couldn't go see it because I didn't want to see that young man die like that. And I know when you guys get this movie going, I will go see it. I think we need to have these type of movies told. Whether I don't want it to be told anymore for this, because I mean someone else passed away, but it needs to be told so that the people who don't think these things really happen or didn't go down the way they like we're saying that went down. And I know they were saying in Ferguson that they had people that were starting riots that work for the police officers, and then you were also saying that you guys are suing everybody, if I'm not mistaken, right? Right. Yeah, I think that's how it should be.
I mean, you gotta show the side of this man's son, because this bullshit here, we see he's not humanized enough yet.
Yeah,
he needs to be known that he's a human being,
and that he was on his way to college and all those things.
They don't want to talk about that.
They don't want to talk about that.
They want to say, he was Hulk Hogan or he was the Hulk or whatever.
And they want to show all this other stuff of him hanging with cats here, trying to show weed or whatever weapon.
Right.
Because
that just tries to solidify their case.
I know I had to get on this
record. Was it?
But if we start talking about history, let's look.
You say you had a clean police record.
Clean police.
And you see this stuff in social media where people put out there, like, I've seen this stuff. I just get into it and people say, why you listen? Because I want to hear what the hell they going to say. Like, they got a page promoting for the Wilson, the officer that shot him. And I listen to all these, I'm trying to listen to all these white folks tomorrow. How come when black people do crime, they think they're not supposed to do it? And I'm on there like this. What's my name? Man, fuck you.
I love it.
Okay? And I'm just going at battling Twitter. You're a racist motherfucker. You don't know what's going on. And they don't know what's happening because they think, oh, they burnt the library in Baltimore. Well, they ain't reading. Somebody put it. They ain't reading anyway.
Yeah.
I said, fuck you, you bigot.
Yeah.
Well, it's good that Brother Mike is here because Mike is a spokesman for the world.
There you go.
The world has to listen to him. This brother here has a family with children that are in the house now. They see their brother's picture up. His little daughter hollers out. That's Mike. See, the real story have to be told.
Yes.
This is a real family. This is not a play family, and this is why it's important. And we thank you for inviting on us on your show. It's very important that you invited us because now he can tell the world. It's important that this foundation is put together for the people in the radio audience. This is very important because who can speak for his suffering and his pain like he can? And speak about what's happening with black women. You have to see the way he spoils his wife. See, this is a real family that we're dealing with. So when he's speaking, he's not just speaking about what happened to his son, but it just so happened what happened to his son has the world attention. Now he can address what's happening with black men and black boys and black sons and black women all around the world, not just in America, because we're being dogged everywhere and treated like niggas wherever we go.
And I just want to say thank you for being here as well because
thank you.
They always depict young black men as not having strong black fathers.
Right.
And that, where the daddy at?
Yeah, where the daddy at? The daddy is here. The daddy is speaking. So thank you for taking that time to dedicate your life, especially with Chosen for Change. Are you going into the communities and speaking to these young African American kids? Is that a part of?
I have been moving around. So actually, I've been hitting schools.
That's perfect.
So I got a few more. Well, school's about to be out in a second. So I got a few more I'm trying to go to before school is out. I know I got to go back to Normandy before they graduate. I got I'm part of a scholarship team with a bunch of people that we're giving out 16 scholarships to kids. So,
and I think too, parents, if you're listening, if you have kids, boys, girls, whatever, and I tell my sons, and we have to do this. We have to do this. You don't want to, but you should. When they are pulled over, do exactly what they say.
Right.
Not saying that because it don't matter whether you do it or not. Sometimes they're going, however it's going to turn out. That's how it's going to be. But I tell my sons, put your phone down. Be somewhere, have your hands right where they can see it.
Right.
Because I'm hoping, and I know they've done it in some police departments where they put the cameras on the police officers. And I think that's what should be done. You put the cameras on them and let it roll. And it's not controlled by them. It's controlled by somebody else who's not a police officer.
And it has to, because all the evidence in the world, so
they'll say something happened.
They will say something happened before that. They're trying to make those videos that some of them do have not public. So they're only reviewed by, there needs to be a review board of the police officers that are made up of people in the community and not the FBI or anything like that where they're in that fraternity. It needs to be outside of that fraternity and some type of board. Because when you see these things happening, if I'm already racist and I already don't like a certain person and I watch you get away with doing this, well, hell, I'm turning in my Klan hoodie for a blue fucking uniform. That's what I'm going to do. But with all the evidence in the world, they'll find a way to twist it and turn it because, well, you guys don't know, but my best friend was murdered on our steps. College graduate, athlete, model, shot by the police. And even the autopsy, they stood over him and shot him. The trajectory of the bullets show that. But they have a whole nother story. They got away with it. We have an FBI investigation going, but it's been years now. All the evidence in the world, they will find a way to cover it up. So it has to be some type of review board where the people that are not tied into the police department to watch over them and have these consequences, because this shit is going to keep happening. They want it to keep happening. And unfortunately, when the riots and things like this go down, after the Rodney King riots, it's 10,000 black men unaccounted for that they can't find. So they're picking us off and they're taking us. So they like shit like this. They like this. They want martial law. They want to be able to have that power over us. And that's why, again, with the gun laws and things like that, because when the people finally decide to rise up, it's going to be bad. And that's why they want to have these gun laws and they want to come in. And I always tell, well, I can't say that on the air because I'll get a lot of trouble. So I'm going to pull back a little bit. But you can go to my Facebook and read a lot of shit that I would tell you that you should do to prepare for the revolution. Sorry, I'm trying to keep my emotions together and not be kind of crazy, but I feel like that's what has to happen. And people like, what can happen? And even with the burning the communities down, we don't own none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you eventually you have to do something to get attention, to seek that attention. And sometimes just holding hands and praying and singing ain't gonna do the trick. You know what I'm saying? There is a time where you're like, I'm just tired of it. I'm frustrated. I need you to look into my community and see what's going on. And even with the Bloods and Crips, and even though I don't promote gangs, but they came together to try to help fix the community. And the first thing they said, oh, they're trying to kill the police. They made a pact to kill the police, but that's not what they're doing. So it's very frustrating how the way the media plays it, and the way that no matter how much evidence you have, sometimes they're still going to get away with it. And now they're coming up with laws where it's illegal to tape the police. How the hell is it going to be illegal to tape the goddamn crime?
Just like with Eric Garner.
Right.
The footage is there. It's not doctored. It's not edited. It's not filtered. And
they still put a twist on it.
Exactly. So it's like, when is enough enough? What can you really do right now? Even if we put body cameras on police, it's the same situation with Eric Garner. Everybody thought that case was cut and dry.
Oh yeah,
right.
It was like, finally we have some answer, some type of justice. And now that this is happening again, it's like, when is enough enough?
Now, if you're just tuning in, we have Mr. Mike Brown Sr. is in the building, father of Mike Brown Jr. Also, too, with this movie that's going to get done, Bill Duke signed on as the director, which is beautiful.
That's correct.
How'd you guys get him involved with that, Ms. Gamble?
Well, a series of connections. Craig Thomas, the producer, and
shout out to Craig.
He's here as well, and we want to just thank Brother Shahid for even introducing us to the Brown family and making this, it's a completely divine connection. We've created a very unique, close-knit relationship with the family, and learning and supporting them through this. So we wanted to reach out to the best of the best. We wanted to make sure that this wasn't just some little film that didn't get justice. Like, this is a global movement. The world stopped and watched and participated, and the world is continuing to be moved. And Mike is the new face of the civil rights movement. And when people are talking about, we are filming it in St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, wow.
And so we talked about how there's a lot of chaos because of Baltimore now, even. But what happens when we've done our peaceful protests? We've marched through Ferguson. We've marched through Clayton, Missouri. That's our capital of St. Louis, basically. And at those times, if anything kind of starts to go in any other direction than positive or peaceful, we put Mike on the bullhorn, you could hear a pin drop. There is such a level of respect for him across the board.
Definitely.
I don't care what age, what race, what anything, but there's just he just commands respect, and he's a soft-spoken man of few words, but people know what he's going through and support him, and they're down for the cause, and they just have an amazing respect for him. So go ahead.
Look, if someone's listening out there, and now that you have this stage to speak, and they want to help with the production of the movie, or they want to help go get whoever it is, what should they do? Is there
absolutely? They can contact us a few ways. You can go to our email, and you can email lovelacefilms@gmail to learn more information, and you can call 636-577 1800, and we are working on some other ways to get people connected. But we want to make sure that people know that this is in progress, and if you are in support of it, that we, want to hear from you.
Okay, go ahead, Lourdes.
I just wanted to piggyback off of what you were saying about the level of respect that people have for you. Do you kind of feel like now, with it being the face of this movement, that you are now everybody's father?
Yeah.
Especially for the young men out there who are going through situations like this, who don't have a father to really look up to, and because of this situation, they look to you.
Yeah, that's how it's looking. I have a lot of young men walk up to me and I end up giving them some money, because majority of the time I see them in the candy store and I see them with $1 in their hand. So I know $1 ain't gonna get them nothing, So I might give them two more extra dollars, so they can have something to go home with. I get a big squeeze. Take a picture, man. Come on. Wow, I love my people.
Yeah, man.
They love
I
him.
love my people.
They love him because he's real.
Yes.
See, a lot of times what you're seeing now, they put who they want in front of those cameras because they know that they're not real. This brother here, is one thing about him, not only is he a father for all of us and a leader for all of us, but he's been there. See, a lot of these guys, they trying to put them out there like they real brothers. Yeah. This brother here real. That's why she said when he's in a crowd, Mike can just raise his hand and everything gonna stop because they respect him and they know they can't buy him. It's a difference when you can buy somebody and they for sale. And this brother ain't for sale. He loves his people, and that's why we're in love with him and his family.
Beautiful, man. I can't wait. I want us, the show, to be a part of getting this thing going from the ground to we receiving that Oscar.
Absolutely. And I did. I'm sorry. I totally regressed on the conversation, but we have, EJ Matthews is Craig Thomas's manager. We just have several contacts, throughout Hollywood, St. Louis, great people that have just stood behind and believe in the cause. So again, Bill Duke is the director. Robert Townsend is one of the producers and writers. So I mean, we've got a lot of people very interested in it. Malik Yoba's interested in the film. I mean, there's several people interested in just helping with it or being a part of it or being actors in it. People just believe in the movement, and we know that this story has to be told. It has to be told right. BET's even, on deck and full support of the film. So there's a lot of stuff going on, and we just want to get people, like you said, Speedy, just get that support.
Please. And again, I'm putting it out there because I believe your words do mean something when you say it out there. And this will be the last film we're going to do like this. Because I don't want to see any other black man die. I don't want to see no one die.
Right.
Not trying to say if you're white or black. But we also had on Monday a picture, and it showed these white guys who were arrested and they did murders. And then showed all the black people who got killed by police who had murdered anyone.
Exactly.
And not saying murder someone means you should die. But when you look at the criteria, it's like this guy they had the guy that walked into the movie theater. And they didn't shoot him.
Right.
He reloaded, and they still didn't shoot him.
Only because his gun locked.
Yeah. So,
and he had a Batman costume on.
Yeah, so you
be joking.
Not to say anybody should die, but if anybody should have caught one, he should have caught a hot one, and he did.
Oh, that's what they do. The day after they murdered my best friend, the dude had a gun over in Skid Row, and they just hit him with rubber bullets. But it was a white dude. But you murdered somebody on their porch, unarmed, with no clothes on, and that's fine. But there's a guy with a gun waving it at you, and you shoot him with rubber bullets to take him down. It's shit. So when people try to act like it's not a race issue, this shit is a race issue. The wheels fall off. Yeah. This is definitely what the situation is. And I mean, you even have like with a stop and siege in New York where they could just stop you. Yeah. They stopping? They stopping brothers. Yeah. That's what they stopping. Yeah. So when you put stuff like this in a place where it gives people to feed off of racial profiling, that's where it starts. And like you said, they said the same thing. We fear for our life. Why? For somebody who wasn't committing a crime, we lived in a very expensive neighborhood, so you didn't think he lived there and he didn't have his house key, and you murdered him for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all about the racial profiling is real, and that is and that's what causes these these things like this, and you're scared of intimidated black men, because what they did is they put his football picture up. He was only 5'11", 175 pounds, but they said he was 6'1", 250. Like, I'm looking at the reports like, nah, he was nowhere near this big, but they want to portray this masculine black man, and a lot of these police officers are punks. They were punked in high school and middle school, so they're out for revenge. They're very scared. They're trigger happy, and those are a lot of the things they have to look at when they're hiring police officers. Aware, a lot of them are cowards, and they hide behind that badge.
Oh, we'll be right back. It's the Rollout Show. We got to take a quick break. Come right back, and don't move. We are back. It's the Rollout Show right here on Foxxhole, Sirius 96. Just tuning in. It's the Rollout Show. Early in the morning. In the building we have
Mark Howard Sr.
In the building we have
Mike Brown Sr.
In the building we have
Jana Gamble.
In the building we have
Lourdes Gonzalez.
In the building we have
Anthony Shahid.
Got it. In the building we have
Kanisha Bus.
And your boy Speedy's in the building. Who's that? That's my song right there. I'm sorry. Mr. Mike Brown's in the building. Again, tell us about this, the foundation that you're starting, or this particular movement, and how people can be involved. And like Mark was asking, because he would love for you guys, and people may want you to come to their school and speak there. How do they even get your attention on something like that?
Well, I usually give out Brother Shahid's number.
Okay, let's do that.
Contact
Get in there,
him.
Brother Shahid.
And then
I'd have said it earlier, but I was trying to pronounce it.
I'm going to hit him up.
Okay. We go from there.
You can get my number. My number is 1-314-486-0903. 1-314-486-0903.
And we'll have that number on our webpage for those who want to reach out and get Mr. Mike Brown to come to the school and speak. Because I think when you do speak to kids in high school and you get them that early, at least let them know to be aware and not just assume things are going to be all right. Well, I'm just run anyway. You don't have to. And most of the time we run just out of fear. I ran a couple times. Anyway, we run, and that's what it is. And teach them don't run. That you are somebody, you ain't got to run. Okay, yeah, I did something wrong. Anyway, what's up? Okay, my bad. I just shouldn't have did that. And you deal with it that way. And so yeah, definitely, Brother Shahid.
And you can also reach out to their Facebook pages. So there's a public page for Michael Brown Sr. And there's a public page for Anthony Shahid as well. And as we're building the foundation, we're getting everything, all signed, sealed, and delivered correctly. So we will have a page for the foundation as well as a website coming soon.
Gotcha.
Now, I know our producer wanted to go into the things that happen. I think, what is it something that maybe people don't know, Mike, or whoever wants to step in and speak, that you would like to convey to people that's listening that maybe they didn't know may have happened, not happened, or what transpired that just was never talked about or never was brought up?
Well, the truth is in the pudding. The thing about the whole thing with me that upsets me is that there's a lot of people that looked at a page or turned on the TV and was like, well, I knew that was true, and that wasn't true. So it's a lot of people got in their head that this police officer was right. And that was bothers me, because I know my boy. Now I'm not going to say that he was an angel. Do I think that my son probably cussed him back out? Yes. Do I think that he followed his orders on coming back to the court? Yes. Because these are discussions that I've been having with him since he was 13. Because my boy was always a big guy. He was always considered as a grown man from the back. So he was always in his sixes since he was like 14. He was like 6 foot when he was 14. He died when he was 6'4". So he was always a big guy, right? So he was always just looked at as a grown person. So we had these conversations since he was younger. He knew the procedures of dealing with the police, and this guy just assassinated my son. That's just the bottom line.
Yes,
he was hit once from the car, which, even when you shot him from the car, he took off running. It wouldn't have been a problem with finding him. You got blood droppings. At least he wouldn't have died that day. If he would have did that and made some story up or whatever, he'd still been alive, and I have to worry about bond money. I rather would have felt better with buying money than knowing that he assassinated him. You know, so it's really a touchy conversation. So
there's still a lot of healing, constant. You know, and this is what I think is very important for everyone to realize. And Mike is the new face of the civil rights movement, and we are trying to change the world with his story, so that nobody else has to deal with this again. But what we all have to remember, whatever side you're looking at it from, and whatever your opinion is, this man and his family, the entire family, 7 kids at home? Nine
altogether.
9 kids at home that he and his wife live with. So all these children, not only does Mike have to face the community and the world being that face and sharing the truth and being strong as he's still grieving, but then you go home and you have to deal with your children who are still grieving as well, and so there's never an off time. And they're still healing, and so bringing this up, we just need to remember that we need to pray for them and his strength. And he was chosen for change. He didn't want, we never thought this was going to happen, but he's chosen and he's stepped up and he's moving in that direction. So I think what's important is what we brought up last night. And if you guys are aware that, like you said, they're suing everybody, okay? Everybody. And with that, we were discussing how Darren Wilson was never cross-examined. And there's a whole lot of evidence that was said at the press conference that was completely Darren Wilson. I even had to resign from a job because of my involvement with the family and with the movement. So because it was a job in media, but I know for a fact that a lot of the negativity and towards me was because I was giving this false narrative of this hands up, don't shoot that Brother Shahid started. But with the evidence and the documentation of the court cases, that was the initial story Darren Wilson gave to his sergeant, that his hands were up when he shot him. But now he was on his, he's on his 5th planned practice, rehearsed, testimony.
So do you feel like, even though even you was in media before, do you feel like the media portrayed the whole situation in such a light that it affected the verdict in which the outcome came out?
Absolutely. Even the jurors suing, McCullough and different people that were involved because they know that they were not given the choice to give the right decision.
Now, the thing is that, and that's what's been also said and reported about it, is that this DA took it to the grand jury, and he didn't set this up right for it to succeed. You go to the grand jury to get a charge so you can go to court. He did everything he could to put it in front of a grand jury so it wouldn't go.
Right. So this is federal, none of it.
This is what's got to be remembered. The prosecutor is supposed to be on your side as the victim side. He did everything he could to free the officer from this. And I say, brother, I want to ask, and I guess I'm going to ask you, Jana, because I want to ask this man more questions, man. I feel bad with him. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do this. So I applaud you, man. But the things, can you shed a little light on where they was talking about? Now I'll change that. To the light we talk about rioting, we talk about that. There were peaceful demonstrations going on too, and the media was showing the differences of what was not happening. They chose to pick
only
the
the
rioting
negative.
and the looting that was going on, and how much of that was really what was going on at the time after that went down.
Brother Shahid can handle that.
They kept that away purposely. God bless me. I was the first person they called. I've been an activist for over 30 years in this city, so I got a call 30 minutes from the time Mike got shot. I was there. What they didn't show you is that we didn't allow the police after the second day. It was so tense with the police because these young brothers hate the police. I'm talking straight. These young brothers, they hate them because they done dogged them for so long. I don't think all police is bad, but I'm telling you the concept out there. So what we did, me and the brothers, street brothers, we didn't allow the police to come in that area, and we governed that whole area for about 2 weeks. They don't talk about that. They don't talk about it because they was concerned about the brothers out there. With some Panther brothers out there, some Muslim brothers out there, some street brothers out there. And because the real brothers was out there and told brothers and sisters, hey, man, we don't want them in this area, so y'all got to make sure y'all do what we asking y'all to do so we don't have this problem. They don't even talk about that. No. They don't do it because they don't want anybody don't want to be their boy. So what we asking the community all around the world, if you want to bring Mike in, Mike needs to come in so he can help you in your city, because nobody was able to do what we were able to do and sustain it for that long. They're still talking about Ferguson today, but they didn't show you that. Let Mike come in. Let us come in so we can show you how they're supposed to be and have a real brother to bring it to you, because real brothers feel real brother. They feel him. They know he's not one of their boys, that they don't own him. He's not one of their yo-yos. What I refer to as a head-scratching, foot-shuffling, backdoor knocking, Uncle Ben Rice eating, dressed-up cotton picker. They know he real.
And speaking of the realness, you guys will be at the Freddie Gray rally tonight, 6 p.m. at Lamar Park. And I commend your strength.
Thank you.
That is just amazing to continue to do that. And on Sunday, you guys are going to be at not one, but 2 churches.
Yes.
So Sunday at 7 a.m., we'll be at Praises of Zion Baptist Church. And that's for the 7 a.m. service. And on 10 a.m. service at the Southern Missionary Baptist Church.
Correct.
And you got to have strength to do this. And that's what I think is missing from the media. They're not commending the strength. They're not seeing this because they choose not to see this.
That doesn't create. Nobody wants a good story.
Yeah, they don't want a good story.
No.
It's not. It doesn't get ratings.
Right. You don't feed with negativity. I mean, or you don't build with the positivity. But everybody's going to want to hear those negative stories. And all the negative comments. That's all they want to hear.
It feeds that whole thing of
the fear factor.
That's what
all
I
that.
told you it was, and that's the only thing I said when the protests happened, is that those ones who feel like I told you they were like that, they get to voice their opinion.
Right.
Like, I knew this was happening, or this, that, and the other. And to go back to your point, Mark, I had to get on a comic on Facebook who put out the arrest record of the young man that just got shot. I'm like, what did that have to do with it?
Nothing.
I wouldn't give a fuck if he robbed 500 stores.
Right.
You don't have to die for it. You go to jail, you do your time, come on back home.
Right.
That's how they go. Please, again, Saturday they'll be where?
For tonight, 6 p.m. For the Freddie Gray rally is going to be at Lamert Park.
Correct.
And then Sunday for the 7 a.m. service will be at Praises of Zion Baptist Church. And for the 10 a.m. service is going to be at Southern Missionary Baptist Church.
So I'm begging the fans that listen to the show here in Los Angeles, and we have a lot, to go there, to go to Lamert Park, and if nothing else, meet this brother, meet what's going on, and
join the movement.
Yeah, join the movement, because if you have a son or daughter, trust me, they could be a part of this, and you don't want them to be a part. You want them to be aware. Bring them with you. Yes. Let them know. Like I was asking everyone right before you guys got here, like, I've never been to a march. I never L.A. You know, Los Angeles, we so jaded to what the fuck's going on, and it's her being in Seattle, New York, him in D.C., and they've been to these things. They understand it. And I said, well, okay, then like tonight, I need to go, and I'll bring my son.
Right.
And he's 10.
I brought my 10-year-old daughter to our marches.
Yeah. And at 10, you know, all they know is, let me see your phone. Let me see the video game.
Yeah.
Let me see a video. Who's Chris Brown? I love Chris Brown. That's all they know. And you have to show them the other side. You have to let them know. And you're going, okay, I don't want you to be this, but I want you to understand it's there.
Exactly.
And exist. And that, you know, you're not guaranteed tomorrow. No one's guaranteed tomorrow. So if you at least understand what you're dealing with, then you'll be able to walk forward.
And even our marches, and you can see on the Facebook page, on Anthony Shahid's page, that we took the pictures at the march, and you know, there's little babies, you know, 4 years old, walking down proud and strong and chanting with us and holding the signs, you know, National March in Ferguson, and you know, in Clayton. It was just an amazing experience, and to have my daughter, like you said, to experience that with her, and we carried the casket side by side, and with Mike. That's a huge part of the demonstration that we left on the Ferguson steps. Yeah. So I mean, it's so empowering and so emotional. Everyone just needs to be really aware of the impact that this story is making.
Right. Yeah. I saw a picture on Facebook yesterday of a man carrying his couldn't be no more than 3 years old, his son, and his son had his hands up, 3 years old, and that was like, I don't have kids right now.
Yeah,
sorry. I don't get emotional. I don't really show emotion. I'm like the tough one on the show. Yeah. So for me, this is
it's good though.
That's beautiful.
Because
Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with
it.
It's
All right.
Thank you. You know what I mean? We love you.
I grew up in Brooklyn, where I had to see my brother harassed constantly, and I already knew the routine when police officers would approach him to step back. Mm-hmm. I already knew his best friend's phone number to call when he would be harassed. And my mom always used to say, he was incarcerated for 15 years. She said, thank God he got arrested.
Wow.
Because I'd rather visit my son in prison than to go to his gravesite. So for me to see, to like really be in there, that's why it's so emotional for me right now. Because I've been bottling up for years. Yeah. And they even asked me earlier, I was like, I don't know how I would react in a march right now because I do have PTSD from the military. And I might just snap.
Right. You come out tonight with us. I want you out tonight with me, please. You come out tonight with me. Let me show you how it goes.
And it's just a big rally, so nobody's marching. And there's, it's completely like a love fest is what they're calling it. And so we just really want to love on the family of Freddie Gray, Mike Brown Sr.'s family, the Gardner family, all, and Mike reaches out to all of them, and he visited the Gardner families in New York. And that's part of the foundation purpose as well. So giving back to the community, it's powering families and strengthening the young men.
And again, tell them how they can reach you guys, how they can be involved, just whether it be with the movie or just with the movement. What can they do?
Right. You can go to our Facebook page, Anthony Shahid. You can go to Michael Brown Sr.'s page. You can reach us by email at lovelacefilms@gmail.com. Or you can call us 636-577-1800.
And we'll make sure we have that information on our website, speedyandfriends.net. Again, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to come.
Thank you so much for having us.
Craig hit me, I said, dude, this is no-brainer whenever y'all want to be here. And anytime you want to come back.
Great, thank you.
The door's wide open. Let me know you're on your way. You guys come down, whatever you want to talk about. Okay. You have carte blanche to come back and speak with our fans, speak with us, let them know what's going on, and in the law, so we want to know. I want everybody to get sued.
You do, because for every one story you hear about this, it's hundreds more that are, even if it's 10, 15 years ago, start bringing them stories back up. That stuff has to hit the forefront, because so much of this shit gets swept under the rug. It's ridiculous. Right. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Thank you again, and we'll take a quick break, come right back. It's the Rollout Show right here on the Foxxhole Radio. Foxxhole Radio. Give you time just to breathe a little bit. Got a new DJ in the building, DJ John. That's because DJ O's. He had to go do some things. Hit him up. Let you get a little music in there. I keep hitting the wrong button. You want me to hit the commercial button? Don't move, fans. We'll be right back. It's the Whirl Out Show right here on the Foxxhole. Foxxhole Radio.
Yeah.
I was letting the DJ breathe, our new DJ for the day.
Okay.
Yeah, the DJ for the day. Lourdes?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my boy, and he has a sitcom, and so I'm involved with it, helping to redo some rewrites, and probably playing one of the characters.
All right.
So I told him, I said, my girls, they beasts, and they can act.
Okay, great. Appreciate that, man.
Because you would have probably kicked my ass if I didn't.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but just thank you to Michael Brown Sr. and
for hanging out with.
Yeah, and Jana Gamble and Brother Shahid. Just it was. I don't usually get emotional. I don't like to cry. I don't cry. I never cry. That wasn't even me crying. That was a button that John pushed that made me sound like it was a filter to make it sound like I was crying, because I don't cry. But no, that was extremely emotional. But very well needed. Yeah. And
because you can't hold that in. You don't want to hold that in. You don't want to hold anger. You don't want to hold anything in. You have to release.
Yeah.
I know when my dad passed, and I don't cry. I don't care what it is. And when my dad passed, while I was on the road doing comedy, and I just I took that moment to sit in the car and just let it go. And me and my dad, we were cool. And I, as I got older, I understood why he used to whoop my ass, because I probably was a fuck up. But you have to let it go, because when you hold it in, it either fucks with your body or it fucks with you later on. So you letting it out was a good thing. Yeah. And I know you like to keep things restrained. And,
all the time.
And you're behind a brick wall.
Yeah. I am the wall.
Yeah.
And I remember crying watching it happen.
Yeah.
And because there was actually a lot of comedians who took a bus from here to St. Louis to go and support, and I was actually really upset that I didn't get to go. But you know, holding that in and just watching it, I was in my house watching. I was crying watching it happen. So to have him here and, you know, experience that, it was just
like
OD.
In my warped mindset, where I want to see the rollout show being, and the word rollout to me means more than just we roll out of bed. Like, I would love for us to roll out, and we're there at these events that are where we can give our listeners and people who don't have, you know, really know what's going on, we could be there. So no, this is what happened. So and I know the guys in New York are listening, and I know sometimes, you know, things are difficult to get done, but I would have wanted to be there. I wanted to be in Selma. I would have gave anything to be in Selma this year, the 50th anniversary. Oh, man, I really wanted to be there for that. I wanted to be, I thought we should have been feet on the ground for something like this that happened, or Ferguson. And not because to show that someone died, but to show the positive. Like we said, there are positive things going on. There are people who are marching, who are not throwing a rock, who are not setting fires, which is we didn't. So in my frame of mind, that's where I would love for us to be. It's Lourdes and Kanisha to be on those locations. You wouldn't be here in the office, or we wouldn't be here in the building. We'll be on location doing the show and getting that voice from people who are just out there going, man, this is how I feel. This is what's going on. So I would love for that to be part of our get down, which I know it will be at some point, and hopefully sooner than later. Once again, to the family, much love. We do appreciate that for just coming to hang out down with us. We are going to take another break. When we come back, we'll reset the show. We have other guests that's coming, and we'll spruce it up a little bit more.
2 seconds here real quick before we change out. Can I say?
We have
oh shit!
Yeah,
sorry.
We have some actual like a friend of a superhero coming in. Like,
who's coming in?
I was thinking,
Friend of a superhero?
He's a friend of a superhero, a vigilante.
Really?
Yeah.
My uncle?
No.
Your uncle is not a vigilante.
Oh, vegetarian.
He's a vigilante. But two things I would say, Lourdes, really, thanks for sharing.
Oh,
yeah, we just went over that, Mark. You was in the back.
I was late, but I want to say it for me. You know, I dig and understand where you come from. Everybody has their story, and I appreciate you sharing.
Yeah.
And when we get back, it's going to be Man I Miss. And the Man I Miss is being how kids now, there's video games, and they're using your mama phone. You don't play any games. Back in the day, we used to play games like You It. Come and go get. Hide and seek
in the dark.
But before we get into that, I just wanted to touch. I wanted to touch on something that maybe our callers can also piggyback on, and it has, reflect on Kanisha as well. When CNN went on and said that they thought the ladies of Zeta Phi Beta was gang members, and they said this, and that just is incredible. Like, people, I
didn't hear that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they got a picture of us in all of our gear and said, and the gangs have showed up.
All right, we'll be right back.
Roll out.
Get your ass up.
Roll out.
Second hour.
Roll out.
Second half.
Roll out.
You smell.
Roll out.
Get your ass up.
Roll out.
New DJ.
Roll out.
Get your ass up.
Roll out.
We on the west side. We on that part. Oh, we do.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, John. I knew you had it in you, man. John, you had it in you, man. Say what? Here we go, y'all. It's 95 degrees there. I got on shorts.
Knows how to party.
Don't
And a
tell
tank
us.
top. A little bit more energy.
California.
Let me feel it now.
Knows how to party.
Okay.
In the city.
City of where, Mark?
City of Fairfield.
Hey.
I've been there. The show.
In the
Me
city.
too. City of Salinas. It's Northern California.
A lot of Latinos there. City of Compton. Watch this.
You keep it rocking, or they'll run you over.
I want to take this moment to welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West. 1, 2, 3. Kick it.
You know.
Oh, snap. Got your little hands in there.
I love it.
I'm down to 4 cities for real now.
No, you're not.
That's a lot of shit.
It's the Rollout Show right here.
I'm telling you, Nevada is next week.
No. No, you gotta go to Chicago. I'll be doing cities in Chicago next week. It's Speedy and Friends, and I'll be
Speedy.
up in this.
In
In the building we got.
Mark Howard. Mark Howard Sr., man.
All right, in the building we got.
Lourdes Gonzalez, Panamanian Bombshell, Brooklyn Stand Up.
Brooklyn, we all know it. I don't know that song. Okay.
Brooklyn, we go hard.
I keep forgetting that part. Okay. In the building we have.
Kanisha bust a bus, y'all.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
I'm still
wake
learning this song. And also, our photographer is in the building, and we've talked to him about it. Hold on. Let me get
KDSG.
Go ahead. Yeah, break some shit.
Say
George, go ahead.
What's going on, everybody? Y'all can hit me up. KSDG Photography.
KSDG.
At Gmail. KSDG. And all my social media, Instagram, all that. Need a wedding done, for baby showers, kids' birthday parties.
And he'll make the kids cute.
Yeah, product placements as well. You know, I'm doing some stuff for Monster headphones. Anything, you know, you sell cupcakes, cakes. You know, you need something.
Are
for
you
your
doing
website,
advertising?
makes you look good.
Yeah.
It's on the side.
Let's get it.
He is selling oranges.
I'm just mad you said I do cupcakes, cakes. That's as far as it goes. Cupcakes and cakes. That's it.
You cook?
Cookies.
No, I'm talking about take photos, like for, for their website.
Oh,
So
Why would he be cooking? Why would
Cupcakes, cakes.
fatty make me?
I was thinking about it's a cupcake phase going on right now. A lot of people, come.
Oh, really?
Yeah, certain cupcakes.
Don't act like you don't know.
They got peach cobbler cupcakes
Peach
with alcohol in
cobbler
it.
They got the Hennessy and fried chicken cupcake over in
The what?
Hennessy and fried chicken cupcake. It's got a little chicken wing on top.
She sound like
Get the fuck out of here. There's no such thing as
Yes,
Where's
it
this
is.
at?
It's over in the the mall over there. Off of Martin Luther King and
Balmer Hills, Crenshaw?
yeah, because the I keep forgetting the name of it, but they won on the TNT, whatever the network is that be showing all the food.
The Food Network.
Yeah, they won the cupcake wars, and they got some. The peach cobbler cupcake is fantastic, but the Hennessy and fried chicken is.
No, I'm not gonna go today because Lord
It's crazy, but they have all type of cupcakes over there.
Hennessy and fried chicken.
Hennessy,
And they come with a little chicken wing on top.
but it's a cupcake.
Yeah, it's good too. Tastes like chicken and waffles.
You had it?
I can't do chicken and waffles. As much as I like going there, I just can't. It's like a combination I think should never be.
Seize him!
should never be put together, and I can't do it. I can't
Oh,
mix
it's
syrup
fantastic.
That's
and
amazing.
chicken.
You
Chicken.
mix it
I don't
together.
I don't put syrup on my chicken.
Yeah.
On the waffle.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you don't
that's
put
what
on the
it's-
chicken.
But it's right there. It's going to slide over.
No, it's
You
not.
have you get another plate and then you put it.
The
on
waffles
the other
come on
plate.
their own plate.
Yeah.
I don't want to mix them in my mouth.
Oh, but you can mix every other nasty shit in your mouth.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
put
Something like that.
Cheesecake and bologna together.
So I got to. Okay, I'll find out what the name is. I'm going there, and you said they have a.
And they got the Hennessy.
cobbler.
They got they have so many different flavors. It's ridiculous.
And they
then
won.
they do a flavor of the week. So like Tuesday is the only day you can get. I think Hennessy and chicken it was actually only on Fridays.
Black owned?
Yes.
You think?
I'm just saying.
Hennessy and
Yeah.
chicken?
Yeah, that's a hell of a kind. Uh-oh. We just gave fucking Frito-Lay another potato chip.
That's been out.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, chicken and waffles. That's
No,
been
I
out.
said the
Oh.
Hennessy.
No, they ain't gonna do that one.
Put the
Why
hen
you gonna
dog.
do that?
Put the hen dog in it. Well, they can sell it after hours.
Oh.
After hour chips.
Just St. Ides and chicken liver.
I like that.
You
comment.
never know.
You never know.
Should be on Kitchen Nightmare.
It's the Rollout Show. Now, if you need to reach out to us on our social media, it's Speedy and Friends on everything. That's Speedy, the letter N, on everything. We're trying to get our Twitters up. And is it Twitter or followers?
It's not Twitter's. I know that.
Twitterers following us.
Trying to get my
little birds.
Twitterers up.
Yeah, well, whatever it is. You know
Think
what
about
I'm
that bird again.
Yeah, bird.
Bird gone for real? Speedy?
No, it's still there. Shoot that motherfucker out the tree. And also, too, if you want to see what we're doing, go to our webpage, which is speedyandfriends.net. And on there, you can get a T-shirt, hoodie, whatever it may be. Also, you can see the shows that we have coming up. We have comedy shows that's happening at the end of May, which is right around the corner.
A month from now.
Yeah, a month from now, we'll be in South Carolina. We have 2 comedy shows down there that Friday and Saturday, the Black Bike Week. And I always wanted to ride a bike, but here in LA, no, you don't want to ride a damn motorcycle. But I know we'll be on mopeds, and you're going to be on a 4Runner, right?
Yeah, ATV 4-wheeler.
Who's
I
going?
want a 4Runner.
No, it's just because
It's just because of my leg.
I'm gonna bang my fucking knee if I gotta ride a phone.
No, you're not getting when you get a moped, nigga.
Why you hate?
Oh, and you do not have to have your helmet, but I would suggest.
I'm wearing my helmet. Like, I'm not.
Because we don't ride all the time.
Nigga, we not professionals.
Yeah.
Like,
Wear your helmet, Mark. I don't think they have one to fit your head.
No.
Yeah. Would you have size 10?
You don't need a helmet. They wouldn't be protecting anything anyway. Shoot,
All right.
Go get smarter.
Let Mark know. I mean, let DJ on DJ Always, who is on the road with
Money B.
from Money B, and they have a show. They have a show tonight, and they have a show tomorrow. And tomorrow, our guest DJ, we love John, but we actually have DJ coming in tomorrow. He's supposed to come today, but he had something happen. But anyway. DJ Twin.
Oh, Twin.
Will be here tomorrow. I've been knowing for years.
Gray Twin? He gray as hell.
Yeah, I know. He's super. Gray Stone.
Is that your dad?
Yeah, and my gray's coming back. I hate it. Fucking hate it. It's great. Because people, when I shave it, they don't believe I'm 53. When I don't shave it, oh, you're 53.
I think you're 52 when you shave.
Something like that. So we love for you to hit us up on our social media. We have some other special guests coming in, and let's get to some corner news. Normally we have the corner news thing playing. No, you're good, John. Yeah.
Hear ye.
That's what I need to hear. I said some stuff in front of you, Mark. I know you didn't have time to highlight
it's all right. It's not much
subject matter.
Girl playing in South LA's home yard discovers dismembered infant's limb.
Wow.
Piece of a baby in the damn yard. Okay. A young girl who discovered.
LA?
Yes.
Oh.
South LA. It's not South Central anymore.
They took that out?
Yeah, they're trying to gentrify. So they figure they take the South Central, white folks will be fooled. This isn't South Central, this is South LA, but it's not working still. So a young girl who discovered a days-old infant's limb who, while playing in her South LA home's backyard, spoke about the disturbing find on Sunday. The girl, believed to be 9 years old, was playing with her dog on Saturday morning when she found the baby's leg. When I was playing with the dog, I saw her sniffing the ball, and I went to get it, but I saw a leg right there, so I just ran away and told my mom. Brittany Placencia said. The girl's mother, who did not wish to give her name but gave KTLA, it's the local news here in L.A., permission to interview her daughter, said Placencia and her sibling were playing before church when they made the gruesome discovery.
That's sad.
And the infant is believed to be about 1 to 3 days old.
Yeah, that's sad.
That sounds like young family.
Friend of mine, you said that it doesn't go with it, but friend of mine who is my age, he's about to have another kid. Dre.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Andre.
Yeah.
He's about to have a kid.
Yeah.
And that's really weird because I wouldn't want to have a kid at this age.
you just rather have all 18 of them when you was 12.
Yeah, pretty much.
Between 18 and 25.
Get it out the way, man.
And I thought about that one more possibly, but I didn't want to be too old because my parents were older. My dad, I'm about to be 48. My dad was the age when he had me.
He was 48?
Yeah.
Wow.
My mom was 11 years younger. She was 37.
Yeah, my mom was 35 when she had me, and my dad was 40.
Wow.
So, I grew up with old parents. So,
So you grew up with Troop.
yeah, exactly. So, I would rather be older and have kids than
So
be.
you're not the youngest.
I am the youngest. I'm the baby.
You're the baby.
Yeah, I was the makeup baby.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Let's get back together.
Yeah, because my mom was out the dope.
She was going, no,
And then-
not your mom. With the soft hand?
Oh, yeah, she was out the dope. And then she was like, fuck, I'm pregnant. So my mom never wanted to have her kids be raised without a family.
Yeah.
And I always commend my mom. I always tell my mom every day, Mom, I'm sorry. She's like, well, I was like, shit, you had to stay because of me. You was out the dope.
Did she tell you if you was a fuck up? Did she say you were a fuck up?
No, I'm the best child. What are you talking about? I tell my parents all the time, you lucky you had me. Like, I'm the one that saved this family.
Put y'all on the map.
I'm the only one that graduated college. I finished high school.
You see my shirt? My daughter goes to Fitz.
Oh, I see. Fitz
My other
University
daughter.
dad.
I have another daughter that goes to Fitz.
Yeah, well, you have like 18 daughters.
Yeah.
4 to be exact.
A whole freshman class is your daughter.
Oh, the Caldwell, step forward, please.
So I was the makeup baby. So I was an accident. My brother and my sister were saying, they tell me all the time, we was fine without you. We was used to this whole just us thing.
How far apart are you guys?
My sister's 13 years older than me, and my brother's 9 years
So
older.
they actually have me watching.
Yeah, that's why I'm closest to my brother, because my sister, when I was, she was a teenager.
Yeah.
She didn't want to look after her little sister.
Right.
She was like, you always wanted to come hang out with me. I want to go to the handball court, and I have to watch the baby. and her friends used to be like, this is when, little girls are turning into thoughts at this age, because her friends are like, that ain't your baby. Why you got to watch that baby? And my sister be like, yeah, why I got to watch the baby?
Even though your mother wasn't around when she said that.
Yeah, of course not. But yeah, so I grew up mostly with my brother. So that's why we're the closest. Like we're best friends. So I grew up with him. My sister always gets jealous because she's like, oh, I'm not as close as you. I was like, bitch, you was too busy running away.
You had your chance.
You had your chance.
Look at some Lotus, like with the older girls talking. She got her thumb in her mouth. She put up, hey, bitch, fuck you. Take me home.
It's 7 of us, and I'm number 2. And I had to watch my youngest ones. That was my job. Didn't know I wasn't supposed to do that, but that was my job, to watch them all. And so it's 3 boys and it's 4 girls. And my younger brother, because it was only 2 beds. My dad could only afford 2 beds. We had a bunk bed, but they separated.
If you would have just slept in the frame, y'all would have been on.
I should have did that.
More room in the frame.
More room in the frame. So my younger brother, every night had to rotate who he slept with. And I would be like, not tonight. You ain't sleeping with me tonight. And he'd be like, Daddy said don't give a fuck what Daddy said. And my dad come in with the bell. Motherfucker, what I just say? He's sleeping with me. I would kick him.
I hated sleeping with my sister.
Oh, man.
Because like I said, when growing up, my sister was a runaway.
Yeah.
So I barely knew her growing up.
So
and
she was the black sheep.
Yeah, she still is the black sheep. Wow. I tell her all the fucking time.
It's like, Lotus, don't be like her.
No, we be at Christmas and it just be me and my brother. We be like, where your sister at? No, where your sister at? Nigga, that she ain't my sister this week.
Wow.
So, and when I was...
She has kids, right?
Yeah, she has 3 kids.
Okay.
Twins and a little girl. And they're complete opposite of her. Like, they're angels. Like, literally angels.
And they love you?
Oh, my God, those are my babies. Those, like my niece is like, she like begs for me, and she's 5 years old, and my sister would be like, she just looks up to you, she adores you, and I'm like, sucks for you. But
she's cool now, right?
Who is
she listening?
Oh fuck.
Oh
shit! Listen.
What's her name?
Grace.
Grace, call in.
That's old school.
Give us your side of the story.
To me, Grace is coming down the pipe.
Well, my mother's name is Grace. Well, in Spanish it's Graciela.
Graciela.
So she's a junior.
Technically, yes. My sister is technically a junior.
Grace Junior.
Yeah, so we call her Gracie. So my mom is Grace, and she's Gracie. So yeah, me and my brother always stay clowning her. That's where I get my comedic chops from. Me and my brother be like going back and forth,
Your brother's name is?
Jose.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Jose Rodriguez.
Jose Gonzalez.
That's it. Gonzalez. Same thing. So it goes from Grace to Jose to Lourdes.
Yes.
So where did Lourdes come from?
It's a Spanish name. Well, it's technically French, but it's used in Latin America because it's named after a saint that was appeared in France, Saint Lourdes. There's a whole shrine. You know, it's a saint.
Okay.
But
a guy or girl?
A girl.
Okay, guy.
But since I'm Catholic, that's one of the saints my mom used to pray to and all of that. So the whole Catholic thing threw in that. So Lourdes, it technically is called. My name is Lourdes. In English, it's Lourdes. In Spanish, it's Lourdes. So Lourdes. So my father's name is Anselmo.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm a true Latin family.
And what do y'all call him? You call him Anselmo, or was he?
We call him Chemo.
Chemo. You don't call him Chemo.
No, I call him Papi.
Yeah,
Papi.
So it's Anselmo, Graciela, Gracie, Jose, Lourdes.
Yeah, you are Mexican. Shit. How you say your dad's name again?
Anselmo.
Anselmo.
Anselmo. ANSELMO.
Anselmo.
Anselmo.
It sounds like something you do.
It's like something
Anselmo right about now.
I got this Anselmo on my elbow.
Yeah. So yeah, when I was born, it was just like, ugh. Guess I got to stay now.
And what number are you, baby girl?
I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest.
Yeah, I took care of everybody.
You're the example.
You can't tell.
You're the protege? You're what they look up to?
Kanisha turned us up. Nigga, what? You didn't know?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know you were the
By the way, Kanisha throws parties. You know she's the eldest.
Really?
Because she's used to organizing shit, putting shit together. She knows how to mix the drink. She knows how to put the food. She knows how to handle everything. That's the oldest. That's what the older person's supposed to do.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't had my drink. I got a Speedy special. That's a beat.
But you don't drink.
I know. That's what. And I usually do the bar. They have a party at Foxxhole. I'll do the bar. The bar.
I'm supposed to do the bar. I'm the bartender.
She's a bartender.
This what I find out about doing the bar. Clock dollars.
Yeah, you told me I was going to be the next bartender.
I got you, and I need you up on it. Clock dollars.
I can't.
And at that time, I was single. I was meeting all the bitches.
I can't fuck with Kanisha. She's a bartender. Every time Kanisha gets me some type of alcoholic substance, I get fucked up.
I'm telling
some type of alcoholic substance.
Whether it be mouthwash, whatever it is.
You know what's so funny? Everybody in Hollywood be like, "Hey, Kanisha got me fucked up." Like from our circle, everybody got a story of where I got them.
My homegirl Layla Odom. We were just talking one time, and she's like, "Yeah, who's on the show?" She's like, "I was like, my homegirl Kanisha." Kanisha. I said, "Yeah, Kanisha," but. Man, Kanisha got me fucked up. That's the first thing that we bonded up. I was like, how you know Kanisha? She's like, Kanisha will get you fucked up. I said, she got me fucked up.
So I got you. So this is what I did. One year, I did the gummy bear ones, and I soaked them in Ciroc.
Yeah.
I did that before.
And I did it 4 days before the party.
Yeah.
So they had ballooned up till they was.
Yeah.
I don't think I did mine right. I don't think I did mine right.
And so and then you put them in the freezer, and then you take them out of the freezer.
Oh, I didn't do that.
You put them in the freezer. They swell up even more in the freezer, and you put them, and I put them in the bowl. So this big bowl right by the bar, and I said, "Go ahead and hook it up." And this white lady's like, "What is these?"
But they didn't like soggy out, like
no, because they froze.
Because he put them in the freezer.
And then so when they're unthawing,
but alcohol don't freeze.
No. But the bears will stay cold. So the slime that you're talking about, it can't happen on the bear's end.
Because I didn't put mine in the freezer. I just put it in the fridge, and when I took it out, I had gummy worms, and they were just like it was liquidy gummy,
no.
and I had to like literally just.
I looked on the internet, and they said to put it in the freezer. That's how
I didn't know that.
I did at least 7 bags of gummy bears because it was that many people came. It was when Trey Songz came, when Fox did a birthday for Trey Songz.
Another fucking time.
And so this white lady who lived across the street, rich lady.
Tired of that shit, Mark.
Her husband is the one who tanked the country. That's who this lady is.
Okay.
He ran AMG or one of those big bank things. Anyway, so she's over there and she's like, okay, what do you got? I said, we'll try the bears. Well, I'll try your little bears. So she get a cup up, and I did the little the cup that you have in the bathroom. So I have a bunch of those. So she filled it up. This bitch came back. She's like, so what's in the bears? That got me going.
Hey, honey.
After my escapade with it, I was like, I'm not doing this shit no more. It don't even work.
Yeah.
Like I just had a sweet tooth now, and I'm not drunk, and it was just the worst feeling in the world.
You put them in the freezer, and it keeps the slime from happening. Or
can you make them for Saturday?
What's going on? Yes.
There you go.
Done.
All right,
nigga, I'm in boxing. Time out. This gave me the hardest zap in the world.
Stop
done.
hitting
So
things.
we got the bar.
Okay.
Me and you do the bar. I'll get the gummy bears today.
Don't forget, man.
And I'm putting them in the freezer. I'm putting them in the thing.
Text him today.
Text it today.
Text you. That's a text him today, so you won't forget.
I'm in them big ass letters. Gummies.
Bears.
But that's how you do it. And then one year I did I guess I'm like you. When I do my parties, I'm like the motherfucker making sure everything's right. So one year I did when you put it in the fruit. And what particular fruit holds liquor the most?
Pineapple?
Do you know?
No, it's strawberries, cherries, anything with the pour because they soak up the pour. Watermelon.
That's a
when
big
I
sponge.
tell you that motherfucker there, if you do mostly watermelons.
Yeah, watermelon.
When I tell you bite into that, it's a wrap.
Watermelon does, but you know what does, which is crazy that you would think cherries. Cherries are
really?
Cherries are a motherfucker. I know you think watermelon has big pores, but I'm telling you, you soak some cherries, it's ridiculous
One
how
day
strong.
Or you do two? What do you do?
It depends on the notice of the party and how long. I like to soak for 2 days if I can. Like in college, we soaked ours in Everclear. You don't know nothing about that.
Yes, I do.
For a day before, and then.
So that means you gotta start the gummies tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up there.
Don't forget.
I got it.
Are we inviting other people to?
Yeah, don't buy it.
No.
Don't put it on the internet.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
the address.
No. I'm talking about, are we, not we, like, is there going to be other men there at this fight party?
Yeah.
Because if I'm eating gummies, like, I don't want to be around y'all motherfuckers eating these gummies. Like, these are delicious. Hey, Mark. No, I'm not doing that.
I'm getting in the pool.
How's this gummy stuck to your body?
I want to jump in the pool.
He got the pool.
Who are we in? Because I know all the sexy.
Invite somebody.
I don't got nobody to invite. That's what I'm saying. I need.
I want you to invite somebody.
Like, I know Trey Songz is going to be at the fight. You know, Chris gonna be
everybody you want to see is at the fight. So it's going to be us, but it's going to be a good time.
So we going to be swimming in the pool?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to be wading.
With the water?
Yeah.
You got to play. We play volleyball in the pool. That shit is intense.
First of all, I was a volleyball star until I tore my groin muscle.
What's volleyball?
Why are you always tearing muscles?
Why you do things that we do?
I know I would have been a full ride scholarship on volleyball. I tore my groin muscle and was out of sports for 2 years.
Wow.
Women have
Yeah.
Everybody's a grown.
Yeah, I was chasing Donnie around the UGM.
Who's Donnie?
Man, somebody.
Where's Ronnie, Bobby, and Ricky?
and Mike.
I was chasing Donnie ass around the UGM and something slick, and I could not walk. And you know, people think you're a clown. I'm like, no, I cannot stand up. And they had to put me on the wait for the ambulance to come get me, and I couldn't walk. I always can't walk. And the crazy part, it was my right side, the same side that my knee is messed up on.
Oh,
damn it!
Oh my gosh! And the same side my knee is messed up on last year when I fell down my stairs and broke my toes. Right side again. Dang.
What?
Damn.
Yeah.
What side of your right side?
Yeah.
Are you a righty?
Yeah.
so how was you taking care of your brothers and sisters and you falling down and hurting yourself?
It was on her left side. They was
marching and going on
being
the
bad.
And you need to grow up on my left side. Shit happened on the right
She
side.
named all her kids after somebody from Bone Thugs. Hey, Lil Bone, come here.
Talk too much bone. Get your ass.
Blondie Bone.
I'm gonna bring my yearbook in so you can see it. Kanisha Busy Bone Bus. Future plans
Don't
to
believe
find
that
Bone
shit.
Thugs in Harmony. I'm
Oh,
bringing
that's
it in.
crazy.
Yeah, I bring it in.
And then
like
you
a-
met him. You was
I
one
found
of
him.
It's like a Star Trek intro. Plans to find every bone.
It's the Rollout Show. We'll be right back. Yeah.
No, I saw down. You ready? You want to say that?
Yo, we are back. It's the Rollout Show right here on Foxxhole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speedy and Friends. Body.
Yeah.
DJ John is on the wheel. Well, on the push buttons. Is it the push buttons? Thank you, John, for helping us out. It's the Rollout Show right here. Our DJ is working.
Yeah.
He has other things to do. He's getting paid. What? Yeah. And it's been a great morning. Great morning. We have a special guest coming in. Once again, if you want to reach out to us, it's speedyandfriends.net on the on our webpage.
Yes.
And like I said, you can go there and see all the stuff that's going on things that we post. I would love to start posting some of your videos on there.
Nice.
On where?
On the website or webpage. So if you,
Yeah.
just in case they don't find you on, which would be
I try to post it on our Facebook, but yeah, we could post it on the website.
Yeah.
You got some funny ones.
Thanks.
Yeah. One day you'll say, Speed, you want to be in one. Well, it's cool. You know, I know it ain't going to happen.
I don't do Throwback Thursday videos.
Whoa.
That was a good one. I need to write that shit down.
Lobo by Gonzalez.
That was a good one.
Don't know if Speedy's going to get up from that one.
Troop
Maybe,
Thursdays.
yeah, Troop Thursday. Maybe if I need one, like I need a dad, I'll call you.
Yeah.
Oh, that was better?
That
That's
was
good.
No, you're
Yeah,
not.
that's okay.
I don't
You're not
want to be
You
dad.
got a dad shirt on right now?
Hey, but you're a dad.
Yeah, but
What do you want to play?
Hey,
the
if
love
we was
interest?
doing a movie, yeah, you're not playing a love interest.
I'm actually right. I'll tell you off air.
You wouldn't play my love interest. Okay, if we was on a feature right now, you would still be cast as my daddy.
I don't like the way it sounds.
Yeah.
Especially where you said it.
Dad.
Oh, stop.
Like, Dad, really, Dad? Dad, can I get $5? See, that was believable. People would go, I get that.
I could be your love interest.
No, you could not.
Yes, I could.
No,
No,
you
shades
could-
of gray.
Grayer! Shades of grayer!
Hey, you know what, Speedy? I like
Hold
that,
on,
man.
Mark.
That could
Hold on,
work.
Mark.
You obviously haven't read the book.
He's taking me to like lunch at
Yes.
Okay, yesterday.
Shades of
we
just for
had-
men.
Yesterday we had Dennis here from the Bunny Ranch, and his girl was 20.
These
Dennis
are porn
was a
stars.
millionaire.
Yeah.
And she's not the
Hold on,
sharpest.
hold on.
So he looked 22 to me.
Yeah.
Oh, so I need money.
Yes.
Duh.
And then that grade don't show.
Correct.
It shows, but it's like, he rich.
I can live with it for a minute.
I kissed Ron Jeremy, so
Yeah, she
I
did.
seen your pictures.
He was kissing her neck.
I seen that.
Yeah. Kiss Mark too.
I seen that.
It was Ron Jeremy.
And I didn't know that was his girl until he got into the conversation about, I just
that's
thought he was
because you didn't
bringing her.
read up on the situation before they got here. I knew
You can tell
it.
by their
did.
body chemistry.
No, it just didn't click. And then I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I could date Lourdes too. That's the first thing you was thinking.
Negative. Your wife's listening.
Let's
Line
move on. What line?
One.
Pushing 2.
1, 2, 3, and 4. She has you on the.
Stop giving her all that information, Lourdes.
She's on Facebook, Twitter, .net, chat room, all type of shit. Excuse me.
What's Speedy doing now? Speedy?
And I love being married.
Sure you do.
That's what it says here on the paper. And I must read everything that's in front of me. No, I love
Just
it.
change your name to Mr. Michelle.
Never that.
Mr. Holden.
Really? We give out the full name out? See, you motherfuckers. I've never given your mom's full name out.
What is my mom's full name?
Mom.
Okay.
Mom.
Motherin.
Spell it backwards. Mom.
Wow.
Mom.
Get it? Wow.
That's
I
upside
get
down.
yeah, that's old joke.
We're on a roll right now.
Yeah.
It's a rollout show.
An old road.
What is the problem you have with just the fact you're going to get old? You know that, right?
I know that.
Okay, so
But when I'm old, I think I'm going to hang out with other old people.
no, you're not.
And I think I'm going to act
I think
age.
you're going to fight it.
No.
You're going to fight it.
I will, but I think I'll still act my age. I think I'll dress my age, act my age.
You don't think I act my age?
No, not at all. What are you talking about? When we come here, I feel like me and Lulu are older than the guys that are in here.
Yeah.
I do. I feel like we're
You guys
way
are like
more older than you guys.
teenage boys.
Yes.
Like, oh my God, a titty! Oh. Mark, did you see the boob? Yeah, I seen the boob. Did you
Yes.
touch the boob? I touched the boob.
That's exactly how you guys.
But I
are.
love being married.
We're
But the boobs are here.
Sorry, you walked in on this.
You got to realize we're more trained at it too, so we got more experience.
You guys are very immature.
Very.
In the building.
Hey, thank you.
See?
In the building. Joining us here in the lair.
In the lair.
I don't want to mispronounce the last name. Nate, how do you say your last name? Nate?
Bargatze.
Bargatze.
You were told.
Don't act like you had it.
If
earlier.
you would have pointed to me, I would have had it.
Okay, my bad. In the building, in the lair, we have.
Nate Bargatze.
Exactly right.
I got
My
a
longtime friend, Nate.
Nate is in the building, fellow comic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love having comedians on the show because that's what we all do. We are
doing more
amongst
than us,
all the
though.
comedians. Yeah, he's doing it big. From Tennessee.
Yeah, from Nashville. Born and raised.
So you
Says here it says Old Hickory.
Oh, well, yeah, it's a suburb of Nashville.
You don't know where you're from, now, boy. You never forgot about it. Look
Yeah,
at it.
no. Well, Nashville.
Go to Hollywood and say you're from Nashville.
yeah, that's the cool thing to do now. To say you're from Nashville.
and you have no accent.
No, it'll come in. You know, once we start drinking, guys, we'll start getting real.
Get you some gummy bears.
Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
So growing up there, how did you go not be a country western singer and
Hilarious.
My
No, but I
voice,
mean,
my singing voice, stopped it quickly. But I don't know. I never got into like. It's weirdly like everybody moves to Nashville for music.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest music person, which I don't know. I don't know why, but I just never listened. Like
your thing.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I listened to my parents. Maybe listen to.
all day.
Yeah, like with oldies. That's
old-
always like the oldies music, which is now changed to like now music that you're like, oh, that kind of remember when that came out.
Yeah.
Like
Well, you
hear,
fit
like,
right
an
in
oldies
here.
station. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Throwback oldies.
Country western.
They're classics.
So what did your parents feel when you found out you like want to do stand up?
My parents were super supportive.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Yeah, because my dad's a magician.
Oh,
okay.
Shut the fuck up.
So yeah.
Do you know any tricks?
No, I know.
dude,
It's people don't like that. I should know.
I
can,
love magic.
I can ruin it for you and tell you how it's all
No,
done.
no.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Don't you dare do that.
I won't do that.
I hosted a show there. You know, sometimes you get comedians who will do magic. So this guy does magic.
Yeah.
And I'm standing to the side, and I shouldn't have stood there because on the side you can see all the, what he's
Yeah.
doing.
It's
Yeah.
real, first of all. Don't tell me that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, don't be ruining it.
Because there's a club around the
Yeah.
corner.
The Magic Castle.
Yes, and you can only get in by invite. Can your dad hook me up?
Yes, we will. You gotta wear like a real. You gotta get fancy.
I know. I want to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
I seriously I did my research. Like you have to know somebody to get in. You need a plug. It's a whole secret society.
Yeah.
And either you have to do magic or study magic or just no.
They turn down like celebrities and stuff
Yeah.
just to walk in which is pretty awesome. That it's like that. They're
So
like,
your
we don't
dad
care.
has that kind of juice? Or is it
He
because
performs there.
Shut up!
So-
Can I please come?
Yeah, when he's back here next, I will.
Okay.
You can go.
Does he need an assistant?
I mean, we're going to get you in the door first.
Do it slow here.
Before we just saw you in half.
Get cut in half.
So it's been a dream of mine to been sawed in half.
Like, can I go on tour with him? Slow your roll there, Turbo.
Can I say voila?
Or ta-da.
Ta-da!
You got to do the ta-da.
You know Arsenio Hall was a magician?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Did his show disappear?
Oh.
Too soon?
Way too soon. He's a friend of mine, and
It's just jokes or comics. It's all jokes.
It was funny, though.
It was.
Very timely.
yeah. So tell us about the Showtime special that you have.
Comedy Central.
Comedy Central, I'm sorry.
Yes.
No, that's all right.
And
it's good. No one's going to. Well, it airs Saturday, night of the Mayweather Pacquiao fight.
Hey, that is great timing. I don't think that many people are going to watch the fight.
I've been doing comedy for 12 years, and this is the worst day out of those 12 years to do a comedy special.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
What did you say when you saw the date and time?
I told him I will not watch the special.
Your viewership will be
Yeah, you're going to lose me because I'm going to watch this fight.
Get the fuck out of here.
Put the fight on
yeah.
another TV. Put the show on another TV so you
Yeah.
get the rating. There you go.
No, I need Mayweather to win in 20 seconds for me for people to go watch this.
And ding, ding, oh, it's
Yeah.
over. Go to the comedy, please.
Yeah. They're doing some good. They're playing it back to back. So
That's
midnight and 1 a.m. Eastern. That's nice, and they're playing it again. And then DVR. No one watches no one watches stuff.
Where'd you shoot?
Live
Here?
anyway. New York Gramercy Theater in New York.
Nice. Okay.
I started there basically, like in New York. So
Oh,
it was nice to
that's
go
why
back.
you lost your
What was the clubs you were doing in New York?
yeah. Comedy Cellar, Stand in New York. It used to be the Improv. It's Broadway, Caroline's. There's a new club called The Stand.
And you
that's real great.
won the New York Comedy Festival, the Boston Comedy Festival, all in the same year.
That was a good year. That was
how much
probably a year of me being too old of a comic to do those contests.
This guy came again.
Yeah.
Fucking neat.
So how much it cost you to buy the judge? I'm just kidding.
It's a lot.
Good money?
Slip them some money. I think I split them. I think I co-won Boston, and so we ended up splitting. But yeah, I think that one was you won $3,000 or something.
Okay.
The New York one I think was $500, but when it first started it was $2,500.
Yeah.
And then by the time it's down, they're just
Here's a
all
drink.
right, thanks for winning.
Got a drink for you.
Yeah, I just submitted myself to a New York comedy festival, and it was winner gets $50. I was like, well,
Not
good
even-
stage time.
Since we're talking about winners, I did win the Bay Area Black Comedy Competition.
Who?
Bay Area
Well,
Black.
everybody has won that, though, from Chris Tucker to freaking Dio.
No, Chris never won.
Chris didn't. Yes, he did.
Dio, no.
He came in second place.
Came in second place.
Dio came in second place.
Dio never won.
Dio came in second place. too.
Great comic. The better comics come in second.
Wow.
I was about to say that because everybody I'm naming is fantastic,
Yeah.
but I guess they were all second place.
Mark Albert came
But
in
when
second.
you win, you actually get a comedy special on Comedy Central the night of the
The
greatest.
night of the fight. If you
Greatest
guys
fight.
play your cards right, you can get a special air on the Super Bowl. And
That's pretty much what it is. Super Bowl right now.
it is not good, but
Random shit when they pick a fight date, though. You have no idea.
yeah, it's when you realize when people don't know sports. It always blows me where they're oh, I don't even know, because that day is the Kentucky Derbies during the day,
Yes.
NBA playoffs,
NBA
hockey playoffs. It's the fight, so it's the worst day. People are saying about getting married, if people get married on May 2nd,
Oh, they're done.
it's people are going to hate you for your life of your marriage.
Now, is it a 30-minute special, right? Or 20?
No, an hour.
It's an hour?
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
you got an hour of material. That
Yeah.
was a professional.
Barely.
I believe in you because I was getting my nails done the other day and I heard a lot of women. They was like, I'm not watching the fight.
Oh, you might have a lot of women viewers.
I'm not into it. And then, so I believe I'm pulling for your viewership.
All right. Yeah.
Tweet the women. Tweet the women.
I need just the women.
Exactly.
Ladies, please
Ladies.
watch this fight.
Say, fuck a fight.
Yeah.
Do you want to see men bash
Now-
their face in, or do you want to hear these jokes?
Now, we had a young man on the show. Well, he's not young, a little older. And he was a writer on the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
So I know that they changed over. And do they still have it so hard to get on? Because you did it.
Yeah.
Or is it a little bit easier now?
To get on, I think it's gotten easier for me.
Okay.
Just doing it longer.
Okay.
I met Fallon at the comedy club in New York called The Stand, and randomly, so then I did two. I was on twice when he was late night, and then I've done two now, Tonight Show. So it's still hard. It's when you first start, they go through your set a lot.
They still do. Right.
Like,
that
they
was the
comb
main thing.
through
The
it.
screening
Yeah.
process.
Like they just go, what's this word here?
No, yeah. Oh,
like,
it's crazy.
duh. It's like,
Yeah,
duh.
you can't say like I had a joke about Kmart, and they're like, you can't, it's like that's because I'm clean, so that helps me a lot. Yeah. So they don't.
Are you really?
Yeah. So that I don't get as like hard on that, but I'll get like Kmart and stuff, or which they're like, can you not say that?
Give us the joke.
Like, well, that's the whole thing.
What's the joke?
The Kmart. I said that no one goes to Kmart's anymore because like they don't even look open when you go in there. You walk in,
they don't. It's dim as hell up in there.
Yeah, you walk in, you're like, you guys getting looted, and then you're like, are you gonna cut the lights on that side of the store? And they don't have any stuff.
People always surprised when they see a Kmart.
Yes.
Like, oh, there's a Kmart.
Yeah, it's
still
few left.
Yeah, that's how good they're doing. They're not doing good, and they can still stay open because
there was one under Sears. There was one in the Valley, and it's not there no more.
Yeah. Is that one in Burbank still there?
No, that's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
That's not there.
It magically disappeared.
Gradually disappeared.
That's the thing too, man. Common, man. I'm clean too. I usually take a shower before I go on stage.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why you do clean comedy?
So my parents will watch. No, I don't. They just started. I think I grew up listening to clean comedy. Like, and there's no real reason. It wasn't like there was a plan. Like I'm like I can get on whatever. I thought I would get on Letterman, and I never could get on Letterman. So it did.
I heard Letterman's hard too.
That one was the worst. Yeah. I remember the guys would go in and he would like watch your set. You'd have to start, and it's hard when you go run your set before. Like you kind of will bomb, because it's like you're doing it awkwardly. Like you just walk on stage, do 5 minutes, and everybody else is like, like talking to the crowd for a second, and then getting into their set.
Right.
So it's like you're just sit there and like bomb with it. But like he would make everybody start right how they would normally start, and then run it through, and then just like the bookers you don't want are the ones that want to like try to fix your joke. Like they want to.
Maybe you should say it this way.
Yeah. What have you tried this? And you're like, no, I haven't. Because I
thank you though.
Yeah.
But I guess I will now, so I can get on the show.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Then you have to because they like.
And a lot of people don't know. Go ahead.
I just want to say, do you think it's an advantage of doing clean comedy versus like having that F and the
Yeah. I don't know if it's. I think for late night sets, probably. But. I don't think it's because now you can say anything anywhere. Like there's not
just blurt it out.
Yeah, they blur it out. Or like you have Showtime, HBO, like Netflix. Like there's a million things. Sirius Radio. Like there's nothing. So you can. There's like so many other outlets that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all anymore. So I just started this way, and then your brain just kind of thinks like that now. And so it's like, here we are. So, but yeah, I don't know if it takes.
I've always been the proponent of doing stand up that I felt like I needed to do it both ways. And that's why I got into doing warm up, because warm up helped me to be able to do my set no matter where I was at. So in warm up, not that you're actually doing stand up in warm up, but you still can do some of your jokes there, but they're kids.
Yeah.
There's families, people that go, they didn't want to hear motherfucker all the goddamn time. So you have to be able to clean that up. So as a comedian, if you're thinking about being a comic, you need to do it both ways. And because there's some clubs around the country, you have to go in and, hey, motherfucker, wake up.
Yeah, exactly. Late shows, like real like
that third show.
Yeah.
Right.
I think you just the goal is like you don't want the curse word to be the only reason they got the laugh.
Right. Absolutely.
So you can be like, I can take it out if I have to. Otherwise, I don't. And like
Yeah, when comics going, saying the motherfucker said motherfuckers.
Yeah.
All right.
And you're like, all right, we can say one of those words on TV. Just the mother into the mother. And you're like, all right, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I remember I did an open. I'm sorry, Mara.
Go ahead. Well, I was just going to say, I noticed that related to with you, Lourdes, that he's performed overseas in Iraq, Afghanistan. I've been over there as well. Tell us about that experience. It's fun going over there a little bit.
Yeah.
They love you over there.
I know.
They appreciate you.
It's like a
over.
Thank you tour. Like, because they're they tell you thank you so much, and you're like, no.
Because we don't get anything over there.
Exactly.
Like I'm a
we
veteran.
Look real good.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, so
that is awesome.
Yeah, so before I was doing comedy, we'd be there like, and it was like, there's nothing. We don't have anything. So when you have like somebody come in, like, oh my God, we don't care what you say. You're amazing.
Yeah.
You're here.
Take me with you.
Hey, take this letter with you and give it to my mama.
Yeah, it's so funny. We have to go back with all this stuff.
Who's Teddy Bear? Don't worry about it. I just got to mail it off. Man.
Where were you? You said you was in Afghanistan?
No, I never got to go. I tried to go to Afghanistan. I would have liked to seen Afghanistan. Like, I went to Iraq, Talil.
Where in Iraq?
Kirkuk.
Oh, goodness.
Baghdad. Baghdad, like the first, because you take Blackhawks usually to get places. Yeah. And the first 4 times, I never got to get on a Blackhawk because there was a sandstorm or there was something where you're almost like, do we get to? Is that I feel like I was getting lied to. I was like, everybody acts like they get on a helicopter. I've yet to see one. Right. But we did a convoy because we went to small bases, the FOBs. The FOBs, and we go to the small one. So we took MRAPs and we drove through Baghdad, legit so that was pretty wild. That was the most nothing happened, but it was the most nervous because you see how alert the soldiers are.
That was my job.
Oh, that's crazy.
I was a driver and a gunner.
No, that's what you did was crazy. It was you guys, because you have to look at every single thing.
Yeah, that's why I'm always alert.
She's like that now. She's the driver for us.
Yeah.
Actually, please, there.
Kanisha's actually ridden in the car with me, and she's like, I'm never doing it.
You're driving the median like y'all do over there.
I'm always watching. I don't give a fuck. I have the say so on the streets.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have the say so here. We're gonna go commercial. Come right back. Don't move. Foxxhole Radio. We are back in the lair. Chilling with us right now, man, Nate.
Oh, I remembered how to say it the first time. Bargatze.
Yeah, all right.
I got it.
Now, what nationality? What kind of name is that?
It's Italian, but I'm not Italian. We're not Italian.
Hilarious.
You got an Italian name, not Italian in Nashville.
Not even kind of. It wasn't until I moved to New York where someone was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "I don't know. What does it mean?" I was like, in the South, you just I don't know.
That's my name.
I'm from Nashville.
Yeah,
it's Nashville, Ian.
I thought you was Italian.
Yeah.
This guy is.
Because I'm from New York, so I'm used to seeing Italians, and
that's what they would want me to be. They would think that's and I would just be like, I'd order spaghetti and be like, I don't want any onions in it. They would just be
no tomatoes.
Furious. Yeah, no tomatoes, no onions. You have just that sauce that's ketchup.
You look like you know where a good pizza shop is.
I don't. I know where chain stuff is.
And if you say pizza, or you say ketchup in a pizza, oh my God, they're losing fucking minds.
Man, Chicago, they ever put ketchup on a hot dog? They get furious.
Yeah, they just do mustard.
They do mustard.
Everywhere else over there. Yeah, you do not do ketchup on hot dogs.
But why?
You have to do it if you want to do it.
You got to bring
walk away. Well, bring your own and walk away.
And have that little package.
Yeah. What are you doing? You're like, nothing.
I'm licking spaghetti.
And I can't eat just mustard by itself. It has to be ketchup and mustard.
Oh no.
I like ketchup mustard too. I would drink it out of it. All right. I don't know. I'm a big fan of condiments.
Now how's being on the road? How's that treating you?
It's good, it's a lot more. Yeah, there's a ton of group. I'm married, so So there, but it's hard. Yeah, we're married. We got a daughter, so it's I don't know. It's fun. FaceTime is great. FaceTime's a lifesaver.
It's weird.
Yeah.
You get a fan. Hey, you want to do that again? Yeah. Take your top off.
Yeah.
Mommy. Okay, put it back on.
Have you ever had to do the FaceTime proof? Show me your room. There's nobody here.
Oh, yeah. My wife makes me do that.
How long you been married?
2006, so 9 years.
Does she think you're funny?
Wow.
Does she laugh?
Yeah, I don't think her mom thinks I'm funny.
What?
Yeah, I don't even think it's my material. I think she likes a higher energy comic than me. I don't think I could, maybe liven it up a little bit.
Giving you pointers, right?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She ever given you a joke to tell?
No. When you get them, you always go, yeah, that's good. It's like getting tags and stuff, where it's because it's rare to even I've done it too. I've given people tags because it's never going to be in your voice. Yeah. So when you say some of it can be funny, you're like, I can't say that. I'm not going to be able to say that the way you. I know that that's funny. But
to you.
To you. And then you just go, yeah, that's great. I'll probably go do that. And then you're like,
you got to walk away really fast.
Yeah.
And then you grab your phone. Yeah, man.
You're like with people that they do something that make a mistake or something embarrassing. They go, oh, don't do that on stage now. Would you live your fucking life, please?
Don't worry about it.
Your energy now, is it the same as on stage, or you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is that good?
No, that's fine.
You're doing great.
If it works for you.
Yeah. No, it's easy.
You're the one with the comedy special.
You won Boston and New York.
Oh, yeah, because you said you think your mother-in-law may want a higher energy.
She might, to step it up. I learned in New York that was a big I learned because you would follow like high energy guys. So sometimes you try to match their energy, but then you're like, I can't do that. I can't sell that. Yeah. So you have to just go in at wherever you're at. You go in and make sure that like I would just bring the audience down almost to get them used to like hearing this.
You go, all right, guys.
All right, let's bring it to my speed here.
Slow it down. I know that last guy was good.
I'm a little better, but give me time to get there.
And that's years of experience doing that. You know, you got to be able to do that because you'll get nervous about that other comic. What you shouldn't do is watch that high energy comic.
Oh, yeah.
Because it'll take you out.
Now, I have a ritual when I'm doing comedy shows. I don't watch anybody in front of me. Well, no, I do, but from aside.
Yeah.
Because I want to know what jokes they did.
Yeah.
So I don't step on those jokes or what subject matter they do. Do you do the same, or you kind of like?
Sometimes I will, and then like you're sitting in the back and like just like
gauge the audience.
Well, you're kind of like going in and out, like you're like kind of pacing, just kind of get an idea, and you want to just feel how the audience is, like like getting everything. Because some audiences you can be like we've been running around L.A. like some spots are like some are great, then some are like the show can be packed and they don't like like there's just they won't.
That's
like,
the Hollywood crowd.
Yeah,
Welcome to Hollywood.
L.A. is like aha.
Yeah, and you're like, all right,
mama.
Yeah.
New York to me was when I did the Apollo, and I did a few comedy clubs in New York. They pretty much like, yo, be funny right now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you come in the stage with the joke I probably would have did last. I'm doing that one first.
Yeah.
I want to get their attention.
It's honest.
Yeah.
Like New York is very like honest. Like that's why I think it's so good to learn to do comedy in New York, because you're following ridiculous comedians that are like the best ever. Yeah. And then they're also good. And then the audience is like, look, we're not going to, we'll laugh, but you got to just be funny.
Now, did you have a choice to go to L.A., New York, and you just went New York, or you just?
I went to Chicago first but barely started. I was like a year and a half in Chicago, and then New York, and I just didn't. I don't know. It was like just kind of like the guy was like, I'm going to New York. I don't think I was thinking that far ahead, but I knew in New York you could get up a lot.
Where in New York did you live at?
Queens.
Where in Queens?
I lived in Middle Village, but also lived in Astoria.
Really?
And I lived in Brooklyn for when I first moved there, off the Grand Stop. It was like
you're so
outside.
Italian, you don't even know.
Astoria,
because I'm from Brooklyn, and then I moved to Queens.
Yeah.
But I was doing mics at like I was doing mics at like 2:00 in the morning.
Oh yeah.
That's the main thing I miss about New York is like I can have the whole day and go up like 5 or 6 times.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Now, this is gonna be really easy. Tell everybody when your show airs.
May 2nd, midnight. Eastern, 11 Central. Also the night of the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, if you just need a reference for what day it is.
In between rounds.
I don't even have to say May 2nd. I'd be like, the night of the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, my special airs at midnight.
It's all right.
Comedy Central.
That's good because after the fight, everybody's going to be drunk, happy. Whoever's lost is going to need a joke. Whoever's happy is going to want to laugh.
Yeah.
So then they could just turn to Comedy Central.
I'm hoping that they, combine them.
And how do they follow you, find out the tour dates?
You can go to NateBargatze.com or IamNate.com if you're driving, don't want to try to spell that.
Bargatze is B-A-R-A-G-A. I'm sorry, B-A-R-G-A-T-Z-E.
Yeah.
You misspelled some shit you're looking at.
I didn't look at it. That's why I stopped and looked at it.
You're not going to believe me, but
there is a Z in this bitch.
Thanks for hanging out with us, man.
Thank you guys for having me.
Best of luck on Saturday.
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, definitely.
We'll be right back. It's the rollout show right here on Foxxhole. I like scaring you, John. We have DJ John in the building.
Yes.
We're here in the lair. It's the rollout show. It's top of the hour. If you're not there now, you're probably late. So just stay in the car because we got a great getting business off chain.
Yeah.
Ladies, Lourdes, you ready?
I'm ready.
Go, girl. In the lair.
In the layer, we have the amazing, the talented
Yes.
Elden Henson,
Yes.
Henson.
a.k.a. part of the Bash
Oh,
Brothers.
shit. Yeah. Oh, well, I was going to say, I can't cuss. Yes, I can. It's motherfucking Mighty Ducks in the building. Okay?
We're going to do a flying V after this shit is over.
Please don't make me do it. Please don't make me do that. That would be a special torture.
No.
Is that like the one thing you're like overhearing? Like, all right, with the flying V and the Bash Brothers.
Man,
No, I love it. I love it. When I was younger, after we made the movies and stuff, I would get embarrassed by it. I played sports in high school, so I'd have the entire other team quacking at me. And stuff, and that was super embarrassing. And like,
You're looking back like, really, guys? Really? Yeah, quack, quack.
Yeah, it was. But now I don't know. Now I look back on it and I have really fond memories. And,
Do people walk up to you or walk past you, quack? And
I still get. Well, they don't quack at me, but I still get recognized from Mighty Ducks the most.
Yes.
Okay. Anything.
Yeah.
Even
I mean, that's a
beard?
classic.
With the beard and the
Even
hair?
with the beard, yeah.
And the Led Zeppelin shirt?
Because you've aged really well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like I was like,
Hey.
and for those who, not you, for those who don't know, he's one of the stars on Daredevil on Netflix. It's amazing show.
Foggy Nelson.
Yes, I'm a comic book guru, so
cool.
I grew up on the comic books. So I was like, oh shit, this is now real.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
And it's like it's not even like superhero-ish. Like it's like he's like doing real shit. Like you look at
Are
him
you
like
doing your stunts? Or,
Oh, no. I'm too fat to do it.
he plays his best friend.
Oh, okay.
So I was kind of mad at you
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go.
because
Slide over here to me.
yeah,
Quack, 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 quack. Quack that way.
because at the end of the season, you find out your best friend is actually Daredevil, and you're like. I was just like, really? You're gonna act like that to your best friend? Really?
I kind of felt the same way. As an actor, though, you just shut up and say what they tell you to say.
Yeah.
So I look, maybe now that we're going back for a season 2 and people really like the show, I should develop a real big ego and start demanding.
You will not do that.
Foggy will not do that.
It's kind of
Nope. I'll put it in my trailer.
It's hard to take that name seriously. Froggy! You motherfuckers listen. Froggy's speaking here.
It's
Somebody
Foggy.
goes, and then somebody goes, quack, shut the fuck up. Quacking in this scene.
But yeah, I was extremely upset at you.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
You should be mad at Steve tonight, though. He's our showrunner.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But
I'll call him up and let him know.
Let him. I have some words for him.
Yeah, okay.
But I love the sarcasm that you brought to him when he was like, "Do you hear my thoughts now too?"
Yeah.
Like it was like it's completely.
So explain the show.
So basically, the star Matt, Daredevil, he gets blinded by some toxic chemicals.
Kind of like the movie.
Yeah. Well, the Ben Affleck version.
Yeah, I hated Ben Affleck.
See, what I'm trying to say about his show now is like it's not like
Ben Affleck.
it's not superhero-ish where it's like childish.
Okay.
This show is like real. Like I thought if I got a mask, I could do this shit too.
Yeah, well, one of the cool things about before I actually started on the show, because I wasn't well versed in the comic. I mean, I knew of the comic, but I didn't. I hadn't read all the comics.
Yeah.
Right.
But I was talking to Jeff Loeb, and he said, we're not just trying to make a comic book show. We're trying to make a crime show.
Yes.
And, we want it to be dark and gritty and sort of on the street level. And, hopefully we did that. Hopefully, for me, it was easier to sort of enter into that world because I didn't have a whole lot of, background in it. And I think it's easier for maybe some audience members that don't really love superhero stuff.
Yeah.
It's an easy entry into this world.
Now, when did you get the call about the second season? You're like, at the mall, I would buy this, but I ain't got
No, I was actually, I was at home. I was trying to put my son to sleep. I have a 10-month-old son.
Okay.
So I was trying to put him to sleep, and I was like, I got a text and a call, and I was like, man, what's going on, And because I hate my phone. I hate being on the phone. And it was Jeff, and he said, text me, call me, or whatever. It's good news. And so then I called him, and he told me.
Yeah, he put the good news. If you said text and call, you're like, fuck. They fired me over.
They fired me already. Yeah.
I hate the phone.
Did you cover up your tattoo on the show?
Yes. Yeah, I covered up all my tattoos.
I was about to ask you about that
because his character is a good guy. He's a lawyer. He's like a good, wholesome kid. Like he's a fresh out, So I'm
makeup artists love me.
Oh,
tattoos. They're like,
because I just looked over. I was like, hey, Foggy didn't have no tattoos. What's going on with this show?
Wait, the show's not real, right? It's just it's just a show.
Don't tell her that.
Why would you tell me that?
I mean, it's real. It's really real.
First, they just told me magic isn't real. Now this, like, what are you doing?
Next is Christmas.
Oh, man.
There's no tooth fairy either. Sorry.
Well, there's a fairy. It has teeth.
Keep talking. You have some more.
So, like you just said, like developing an ego. No, you're not. But where do you want to take your character for the next season?
Wherever they tell me. Honestly, I got to be honest here. Like. With this job, I probably put less of myself into this one just because there's so much material out there and there's such a strong fan base that I really sort of deferred to the professionals and the people who really knew to make sure the character was right, you know, and they did a great job. So listen, I'm as an actor, you're just happy to have a job ever. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? So then to have one like this, I'm just going to do my best not to get fired.
Was it Comic-Con? Did I say it right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you go to those?
Yeah, we did the New York one for Daredevil, and then I did the one in San Diego for Hunger Games.
I went with Jay when he was doing Spider-Man. They ain't no joke.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
It's like if you don't get it the way it's supposed to be, they go on 5150 on.
We were signing all these posters, and people were like, you know, this better not be like a movie. And like literally people would come by and they'd be like, small shoes to fill, huh?
Whoa, quack.
You know?
Wow. Yeah, because like I saw the movie only because I love the comic book, but I saw the movie, I was like, this is fucking horrible.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, look,
Batman now,
I think that, you know, it was a different time then.
Yeah.
The way they were making these superhero movies was much different.
They have to be dark.
It really changed, I think, a lot with, you know, Chris Nolan's Batman and stuff. Right. You know, they really went a darker route, and I think people really responded to that.
Because it's, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Jack Nicholson as the Joker.
Yeah.
But when you look at that now, it's so cartoonish. It's like, I really went and saw that?
Yeah.
As opposed to now when they did the Joker and he just painted on a smile.
Right.
That shit was off the chain.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking. He just smeared it on there.
Yeah. And Heath was, I mean, that was just the most incredible. I got a chance to work with him once, and he was just the most incredible guy.
Yeah.
Great dude, like a great heart, and also really talented.
Speaking of, you know, you said being an actor, you're just happy to be working. Like, you've been working.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, I have a kid now, so I got to hustle.
Yeah. How was Hunger Games?
Hunger Games was awesome. It was literally exactly how you would want an experience shooting that type of movie to be. Like, it was so much fun. The group of people that were on that movie, from top to bottom, not just the other actors, but the crew members, everyone was awesome. We had such a great time. And we were together for 9 months because we shot 2 movies at the same time.
Yeah.
So by the end of it, we really got to know each other.
Baby.
Yeah.
9 months straight?
9 months straight, yeah. And I had little breaks here and there. I was literally gone the entire time my wife was pregnant. Yeah, she was kind of pissed at me, but she's not pissed at the money. You know what I mean? Now she likes to go shopping.
Name the baby Mockingjay.
Name the what?
Name the baby Mockingjay.
He don't know.
Baby
Mockingjay. You see Hunger Games?
Dude, do I look like a Hunger Game?
Yes, you do.
Everything about you is a Hunger Game, okay?
For the wrong reasons, you should have
It
seen
sounded
the
like you said a Hummer Game.
That's
I've seen that movie too.
Love Hunger Games. It's good.
So how was it playing next to someone who's pretending to be blind? How was that?
It was,
or does he have like they cover his eyes? Or something?
Yeah, a lot of times he does wear the glasses where you can't really see his eyes. Okay. But Charlie, man, he is inspirational. He really, I mean, he was going to the gym 3 hours a day, every day before shooting, and he worked extensively with a guy who can't see, and he really got it down, and he was really aware of it. Because there's a danger in, if you're playing blind to make it sort of over the top or a caricature, or if you're kind of underplaying it, then maybe just someone thinks like it's a bad eye line, like you're not looking at the, so it was definitely, on his mind all the time at how he was doing that. And I think he did a great job.
Does he do his own stunts?
I mean, he does a lot of stuff, man. He got in incredible shape. But, I will say the stunt guys that we had on our show were just amazing.
The fight scenes are incredible.
Yeah, they're awesome. And, being that I didn't have much to do, I didn't have anything to do with that stuff, I got to watch all that stuff as a fan and really kind of be blown away.
So I got to watch the show.
Yeah, it's completely. I've literally rewound the fight scenes over and over again. I'm like, this is like complete. It's art. You look, and then it's like, this is amazing. And then the villain in the show, Wilson Fisk.
Yeah, Vincent D'Onofrio. He's awesome.
For those who don't know, who was on Law and Order: Criminal Intent, who played the cop, who was like, the one who figured out everything.
Yeah.
Oh, him from
Law and Order.
Yeah. Law and Order: Criminal Intent.
Heavyset guys.
Yeah. Tall. Yeah.
From Full Metal Jacket.
Yes. Yes. And his range, like
take it back.
The reason why I love the show so much, because you get to see the range of good actors. Rosario Dawson's on it as well.
Oh, she's awesome, by the way.
Oh, I'm really gonna say it now.
Before,
you get to see his range as a villain. It's creepy and
so he plays a villain.
Yes.
That was the cool thing about the show. I think it was just as much an origin story for Wilson Fisk as it was for Daredevil, and I think I really responded to that part of the script, because you really kind of felt for Wilson in a lot of ways. They really humanized him, which I don't know, for me made him a little bit scarier.
It was creepy.
Yeah.
It was super creepy. And I feel like if you can convey creepiness to me, I'm like, you're doing a great job.
Do I make you creepy?
I'll let him know.
No. Yeah, please let him know. It's amazing.
Go ahead, Mark.
So Eldon, take it back. Your hometown, man. We're from the D.C. area.
Yes, I was born in Rockville, Maryland.
Okay.
I didn't spend much time there. I moved to New York right after that, and I was in New York till I was about 5 years old, and then moved out here to Los Angeles.
Oh, okay, so you really are.
And grew up here in L.A.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
high school?
I went to John Burroughs in Burbank.
Okay.
My mom didn't want me to go to Fairfax High, so she moved us to the Valley.
Man, Fairfax ain't no joke.
No Burroughs. My son's at Pasadena High, so rivals.
Oh, right on.
Play each other.
Yeah, but
That's cool.
Chris, my stepson goes to Burroughs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no way. Oh, cool. Very
He's
cool.
there now. This is beautiful. Now, are you going to get into the other side? Maybe directing?
I would like to. Yeah, I actually just, on my time off, I wrote a new draft of this pilot that I was working on that I kind of put aside because I got so busy. So, yeah, I mean, I think the ultimate goal is to dabble in writing and directing, maybe producing and stuff. But I got to tell you, acting is the best of all of those gigs.
Yeah.
Of course.
You work the least.
And you make the most. You make a lot.
You do. You make it. You know, as a director, you really live with the project for if it's a movie for over a year sometimes. So as an actor, you can kind of bounce around and do different things. So.
And how does it? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just want to say, because you was also in Deja Vu.
That's true.
And how was it working with Denzel?
It was awesome. I've never, I like to think that like I'm professional, you know what I mean? But there was a lot of times on set where I was just watching him and being like, oh, this is awesome. It's Denzel. This is cool, man. And I'm like, everyone's kind of just standing there. I'm like, oh shit, it's my line. I just like, I caught watching him and stuff. I mean, that was a really fun. I was obsessed with Tony Scott. He was one of my favorite directors of all time. Yeah. So to get to work with him was absolutely incredible. And Val Kilmer was also in that movie.
Yeah.
Good cast.
Totally crazy and fun to work with. And Adam Goldberg, who was a really good dude. So yeah, that was
and
awesome.
I thought Val Kilmer was a good Batman.
Decent.
Anyway, I got a question.
Quack, quack.
So how does it feel to be a child actor and to grow up and still be active on the scene and be in roles because you've been doing this for a very long time? How does that feel to you?
It feels pretty good. I sort of went through a period in my late 20s where I kind of as a kid I sort of thought I would grow up and do something important. And so I kind of had to reconcile that in my mind. But, the truth is like I love my job and I lucked into it. So to sort of give that up would be sort of like not cashing in a lottery ticket or something.
Yeah.
So, I feel lucky to be able to still be doing it. And I don't know, I'll probably do it till I'm dead.
Don't do that. We'll take a quick break, come right back. Don't go anywhere. We're going to get our quack on and talk about some other stuff. Bring some other shit back. Be right back. We are back.
Yes, we are.
In the lair. In the building we got, it's Speedy and Friends and I Speedy Speedy. In the building we got
Mark Howard representing.
In the building we got
Elden Henson.
Yeah, in the building we got
Lourdes Gonzalez.
In the building.
Kanisha Bus.
Bus.
Yeah.
So you want to answer a duck question?
I do. So listen.
Hey, but don't forget about the music, man.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget
John.
iPad John. My thing is, did you know that Mighty Ducks would be such a staple? Like for my age group, that is like one of our main movies. Did you know it would be so big when you guys were doing it?
No, we didn't. We didn't know we were going to do multiple movies or anything like that. I don't think I really realized it until I got older, even, because when you're young, I don't know. I had so many other things on my radar. I was like trying to get laid and like hang out with my friends, and you know what I mean. I didn't really care about
great things on the radar.
Yeah,
the first movie helped that out.
So when I was older, I was at a wedding. I was probably like in my mid-20s, and these little kids came up and they were asking for autographs and stuff, and so I signed some stuff for them, and their mom came over and was like, "Thank you for doing that." And I was like, "It's cool. Like, I'm surprised they've even seen the movie." She's like, "Oh, you don't understand. Like, there's not that many good kid movies.
Oh, that's not.
So they recycle them and they start, so it's kind of weird because it's not just, my generation at that time, but, future generations.
Because it's definitely in my box of movies. Like my kid, I have the set. Listen, I watch it, rewind it, and watch it. Me and my brother will probably watch it 8 or 9 times in a day, back to back. And obviously, part 2 is like the livest shit ever.
I didn't watch it, but I'd assume you're on ice skates. Now, you grew up here. Where did you learn how to ice skate?
Well, we had a hockey camp before.
Oh, so you did it beforehand?
Yeah, we did like a 6-week hockey camp before each movie.
And it only took you 6 weeks?
I mean, look,
to balance.
I think it was just we got to a point where we could kind of skate, and then you know they had our
Movie
doubles.
magic.
CGI.
Wait, don't tell me there was doubles. I'll get upset.
Oh, yeah.
In my mind, you did
Stop
all of
ruining it, man.
There was
Did
definitely
not-
no doubles. I did all my own slap shots.
Santa is real.
Let me,
You did all your own slap shots?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, come on, man.
Come on, man. You lost it for yourself.
You know hockey is make believe.
So the way that people love this, and right now they're doing part 2s, like A Boy Meets World is coming back. All these things from our generation is coming back. Would there be a reunion, like Mighty Ducks reunion? Maybe you guys all have kids and something that, like, I just want to see you guys again.
That'd be
would they?
dope,
That
man.
would. I would lose my mind.
Well,
So
they are
I'm
trying to do
excited.
that. They are trying to make another movie.
But you guys gotta be in it.
Well, last year we had like a reunion, just like at Jordan Curtis' house, who's the producer on the movie.
It's a
and a bunch
party.
of people got together. Yeah, we just
Yes.
partied, we barbecued, and I
Got
drank a
lit.
little too much. And yeah, it was really cool. And they were talking about trying to pull together,
You have
a
to.
Mighty Ducks 4, I guess. And
You
It
have
has
to.
to
Do you
be
know
good.
how crazy that? Do you know how crazy? I got to be extra. Do you know how crazy this shit will be? People would lose their mind. Like I don't. I
Well, we
still-
know you will. That's
No,
damn
you don't
I
understand
would,
how many
yeah.
people love Mighty Ducks. Still.
Because it's like you said, they don't make kid movies like this anymore. And it was kiddie, but it wasn't like too kiddie. It still had like drama and like winning and competition.
Kinda like Bad
and-
News Bears.
and then
Self-esteem.
love-
It is,
yeah.
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 that was sort of my movie.
Thank you.
That was my movie. Bad News
That's mine.
That was my team. I was on that team.
Like it's still on Netflix. Like
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mighty
D2?
Ducks is-
What?
I get
It's
excited.
there. It's like as soon as you
Look, so now I need to watch that too.
Yeah,
you why would you have not seen it?
Because I didn't know that.
you got kids.
You got 8 kids. There's no reason why you should not
I
see
can't
any of
isolate.
the ducks. Okay?
Yeah.
Mighty Ducks, Daffy Ducks, DuckTales.
There was no brothers in the Ducks.
Yes, there was.
What are you talking
Keenan.
about? And Jesse, come on now.
All right,
They ain't black.
It's a myth.
Knuckle Puck?
Yeah,
You
the
don't know
knuckle,
shit
the
about
knuckle
that.
puck was in. Was it 2, right?
Yeah, that's 2. But you know who I fell in love with? Mendoza. He was so fast and he couldn't stop. I love you guys. It's like, that's my husband. I'm going to grow up and marry him in my mind.
He's a fireman now.
Is he really now? What's his Instagram?
Okay, so now tell
Hey, El, they about to set their house on fire.
we want.
I want all the ducks to throw up. Do the roller hoses in a flying V, y'all.
All right, so tell us what everybody's doing that was in the Ducks and get us caught up. Or
Do you keep in contact with anybody? Like, are you?
I do. The guy
Emilio?
who played Banks, who played Adam Banks, is still one of my
yes.
best friends.
Yeah.
And my younger brother was in all 3 movies with me.
Who's your younger brother?
He played Guy Germain.
That's your I did not know that.
Of course.
Wow.
Oh, he was always booed up. That's why you never seen him on the ice. He was too busy flirting. Oh, really?
Oh, that's
That's
amazing.
crazy.
Yeah. So I still see him
Well,
all the time.
tell him
He
I
actually
said
lives
hi.
in Brooklyn. So when I go back to New York, I'm going to try to find a place
Tell
near
him that
and-
he has fans.
I will.
And I
will.
love him.
Stalkers.
Yeah, that too. I don't care.
And stalker, same thing.
I had the hat, the jersey, I had everything.
Like Kanisha said earlier, you've been working since you've been young. Like I just read that you was in Turner and Hooch.
That's true. Yeah.
That's amazing.
What, you in Turner, I saw that. Now I'm trying to
Was it Hooch or Turner?
well, don't.
I had like one line in the movie, or like 2
okay.
lines. I think I said like Tom Hanks's badge was fake or looked fake or something like that.
Okay.
And yeah. What I remember from that movie mostly was like really wanting to play with the dog and not being allowed to go near the dog.
Oh.
Yeah,
Because there's several dogs, right?
Yeah, I think they had a bunch of them.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't
several
really
dogs,
know.
yeah.
I mean, I worked like one day on it or something like that.
But you was also on the Butterfly Effect as well.
That's true.
Yeah. What is that?
That's a good film.
What,
Ashton
what
Kutcher.
do you watch?
But-
Do you watch?
Hey, I'm gonna
What
say
do
this
you
straight-
watch? Like
Speedy.
Fire?
The
Like,
Cooking Network.
I'm gonna say
Cooking
this straight up.
Network.
I'm gonna say it straight up. That's the best movie Ashton Kutcher ever done.
A Butterfly Effect?
Butterfly Effect. Yes.
That was a really great experience. The guys who wrote and directed that movie, Eric Bress and Jonathan Gruber, they've been trying to get that movie made for I don't know, like 5 years before we made it. So I had come on to it pretty early on, and well, not really early on, but I sort of was on it for like a year before we actually made it. So they became really good friends of mine, and that was an amazing experience. Like the producers were friends of mine, and one of the other guys in the movie, this guy Will Scott, was who was on what's that show called with Steve Harvey.
With the kids?
With the kids, yeah. He played
Harvey
Bullet
show.
Hell.
Steve Harvey show.
He's one of my
Sitting
best
looking at you, you're
friends.
going, Steve Harvey.
I'm thinking Speedy. I'm thinking, are they thinking me and the boys?
Steve Harvey.
So that was a great experience because I was hanging out with my friends all day.
Yeah.
Right.
That's dope.
Okay.
So would you want your child to, would you put them into acting?
I wouldn't encourage it, but I would probably support it if that's something he ultimately wanted to do. I think I would, probably encourage him to wait till, he's been a kid and done normal kid things, before, it's a lot, as a child, having
Because
so
how
much
old were you when you
responsibility.
started?
I've been a member of SAG since 1982.
I mean, he's 5 years old.
Yeah,
So now,
I'm trying to add on the fly.
do you feel that you missed a lot of good points in the childhood? Or?
I don't think I missed a lot. I missed some. Luckily, my mom was really cool and, didn't really force it on me. It was sort of another hobby. I played sports growing up, played baseball and football and stuff. So it was sort of like that. It was just another thing that I did. But obviously sometimes you miss friends' birthdays here and there. And once I got a little bit older, when I was like 18 or 19, I kind of decided that I wasn't going to allow the business to sort of rule me. You know what I mean? Like I would put my friends and my family first and then my job. And I think that's probably why I've lasted so long. I think, there's a tendency to just do whatever it takes to get to any audition and, be out there.
Give me your car.
Yeah, exactly.
You mean that doesn't work? Because I'm like stalking auditions. I know I'm not white, but give me a shot.
Give me a shot. I can do it.
You was also on Grey's Anatomy.
That's true. I did an episode of Grey's Anatomy, yeah.
How did you feel about McDreamy?
Well, I didn't get to work with him, but as I was leaving, he walked by and said, "Hey, nice job today." I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I loved Can't Buy Me Love. When that movie came out when I was a kid, I was really into that movie,
Because you've had such a great career. You work with some amazing people.
Yes.
I've been very lucky.
Yeah, and it's great to see like somebody like you just still be humble and cool. Thank you for being cool. Like you came in with your Mountain Dew.
Well, this was I got this out of your guys' refrigerator.
But you drank Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I love Mountain Dew.
See?
It's cool.
What
You don't
you
see
don't
Mountain
know-
Dew too much anymore.
When you
you
leave
don't.
that, it's going on eBay. These two here.
I would
has his
never
DNA on
eBay
it.
anything. I keep everything. What are you talking about?
So it's going in
I
that-
still got Mario's water at the house.
They point at it. There's Eldon's DNA right there on the top there.
You want to be a duck?
Drink the dew.
If you put the candy here, you can go quack, quack.
So being like you work with so many great people already. Is there anybody out there that you want to work with that you haven't like gotten to yet, but that's on your list?
Oh
you
man,
can say
so
us.
many people.
You can say us.
So many people.
Mark Howard.
I'm gonna be on
You know,
season 2.
you know who I really, really, really want to work with, and this is embarrassing because I can't remember his name right now.
Mark Howard, I think. right? No.
Oh, Jeff Nichols, the guy who directed Mud and Take Shelter. I just think he did another one I can't remember the name of now, but as directors go, I think
So you're
he's
really
just-
into him.
I think he's incredible. Yes, super
Yeah.
into him.
I need to work with him.
You remember everything about him, don't you?
You're kind of into the do of him. See how I put that together?
So Eldon said this, like I said, you work with a lot of people who've got a chance to look up the Denzels and Emilio Estevez, all those people like that. Now soon, I just going to feel that there's going to be somebody young and say, I work with Eldon Henson.
That's still
Has that hit
what
you? Has it hit you
hasn't
yet or
really
not?
hit me yet, because I'm still such a self-hater, you know what I mean? Like I watched, myself, like my wife like forced me to watch all the episodes of Daredevil, so I was like cringing the whole time.
Yes,
Oh my God, I sound like that, and like how many double chins do I have? Like,
I hate watching myself.
I can't
it's
watch
terrible.
myself.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
You just
stand
watch
up.
it once. I watch
watched
myself
it
once to see it, and then I
No.
put it away. I'm not staring at myself all the time.
When I do stand up, if I'm critiquing myself, going, why would I missed the fucking joke there, and people are
Yes.
laughing, but they were laughing. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
I gotta do this fucking joke over, and I can't do it.
Brings on self-degradation.
My wife was even trying to, pick up my spirits a little bit. She's like, people really like people in these interviews are saying like they really like you, they really like your performance. I'm like, I don't know they don't know what they're talking about. It's like, even the good ones, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, they're confused. They don't know.
It's like, I married you for your third chin.
Want some more Mountain Dew? No. That's where this shit came from.
So I have a foggy question. I want to know, why do you think that you couldn't lock down Karen?
Because Fucky has no game, man. He's just nerdy. You know what I mean? He doesn't have a lot of experience with women. He doesn't know how to talk to them, or
Yeah.
he hasn't found his confidence yet.
Lourdes, you do know this is not real.
I know, but my producer is one of our engineers, Q. He's a huge fan as well. We talk for about this like on the phone. Like, did you see that? What episode are you on? And he's like, man, can you please ask him I was like,
Oh, he just texted?
Yeah, I had to text him. You know this isn't real, right? You know, you're making me look bad. You make it look bad. But no, yeah. So yeah, he's texting me now. Don't say I said it.
We won't say it, Will.
So Elden, if you weren't sure if this is a hit, you know it is because they're taking this characters very serious.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
people love it.
Yeah.
I'm glad,
I mean, honestly,
renegotiate.
The reason why I'm because I'm actors myself, so I'm invested because you look at this as like, man, this is some great work,
right?
Like he said, like one day there's going to be other actors like, I want to work with you, and that's how I feel now. Like I'm looking at it like, this is a great set I would love to work on because your character is so believable, so real that is like, I have to I want to get on this level to that people are coming up to me upset at me because of my character.
Yeah,
right.
And I feel like that's kind of like the ultimate compliment as an actor to say.
It's so nice. I mean, it's so nice of you to say, and I love it when people love the show or come up and tell me that they love the show. I don't get weird about that kind of stuff anymore. And look, as an actor, I'm just always so happy to have a job, especially now that I have a kid. It's like all I want to do is keep working. Yeah. And so to have it, the show be as successful as it is really kind of just icing on the cake, and I feel really lucky.
I'm just letting you know, I'm gonna go watch the past season. So this time, a month from now, I'll see you and be like, dude, what the fuck? Space the fuck out.
And my engineer wanted to say, remind him he's an avocado at law.
That's true. I am an avocado at law.
You got to watch the show.
And I was like, that's some inside joke. But what about Go Ducks?
I was like, what, an avocado at law? What the fuck does that mean?
Now I got to go. I'm going to watch it.
I'm not going to give you that. I'm not going to give you the good stuff in the show. You have to go watch it.
We are so.
She doesn't want to spoil it for you.
I'm not going to spoil it. Go watch it.
Here's the cool thing. I'll watch it and be like,
damn. Don't try to come in here and say the same. Like, no, you're not.
So when I see you again, avocado at law. Hey,
all right.
Then you know.
So yes, go check it out. Season 1, Daredevil on Netflix. If you don't have Netflix, go borrow somebody's passcode to get on their Netflix.
Do you know I have 4 people's passcodes?
Yeah.
Tony Baker being one of them.
So people that pay the bill.
Yeah. Go take it. Log in. Season 1, Daredevil.
Tell them how to catch you and if they want to follow you or be stalkers like these.
Oh, I'm not actually on any sort of social media or anything.
Wow.
So just.
What, is there a reason why you don't want to?
I don't know.
You're over it?
It's just not my bag, baby.
You got a phone
I sort of missed that train.
You got a number you want them to call you at?
Yes.
Give me your cell phone number.
Give me your Mountain Dew number.
Give me your son's number.
Do.
Call the dude. Hey, man, thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for coming, man.
Because these two, when they saw your name on there, they were fucking this one.
No, you don't understand. I wasn't coming in today. And my engineer called. He was like, what are you doing Thursday? I was like, I think I'm shooting something. He's like, screw shooting anything. He's coming in. I was like, what? I was like, no, you're playing. He's like, no. I screamed. I was like, I'm there. I called the people I was working. I was like, I'm not shooting today. I'm sick. Recast me. I don't care.
Who's there? Denzel?
I'm glad that you're here because this guy over here obviously hasn't seen the show.
He has not. That's why I call
Thanks,
him.
man.
I ain't gonna lie. Me and him both, we haven't seen it. I'm a binge watcher, so I
feel bad that I'm on this side like, okay, cool.
I call him the old guy on the show. Like, I was like, just let me. You don't know. I know. You just be their old man.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about Netflix. You can watch it anytime.
Yeah, you can.
You could binge off of it and just like get your donuts ready.
I'm gonna first watch Mighty Ducks 1 and 2.
And 3.
You can skip 3.
Okay, skip 3.
What is it?
Everybody says that. You say that, but I love 3. But when you want so much of a character, you don't give a fuck what they're doing. Y'all could have sat down all day and never skated again. And I just love these guys.
You know why I like 3? Because I was like, these guys ain't got a scholarship. They're doing something.
I was so mad with Mendoza. What he start liking all these hoes? I was upset. He's supposed to be my man.
We're gonna take a break. Thank you, man, for hanging out with us.
Thank you so much.
He's not on social media, so you just got to see him somewhere.
You just got to watch Daredevil first season, Netflix.
Yes.
Get on it.
You can catch him at 7-Eleven, getting them out. Great show, you guys. Yes. We pulled it off.
The range of emotions.
Yes. I definitely want to make sure we give love to everyone that's been on the show. Yeah, you want that back because I will throw it away.
Also, once again, I just want to reiterate that tonight at 6 p.m.
Thank you.
The Freddie Gray rally is going to be at Lamert Park. 6 p.m. Sunday, 7 a.m. service, Praises of Zion Baptist Church, and 10 a.m. service at the Southern Missionary Baptist Church.
And if we'll put that up on our website as well. Special thanks to Michael Brown Sr. for taking the time to come here and share that with us.
Big shout out to the Brown family.
Yeah, the whole family, everyone that's involved with that project.
And for the Chosen for Change movement, just get on it. And if you're out tonight, just come, man. Support.
Bring your kids. It's definitely that type of thing. Big shout out to Nate. How you say his last name? Bargatze? Bargatze. That's it?
Bargatze, yes.
And Elden, well, I'll let you do that one. And shout out to
Elden Henson.
Yeah.
Yes, Elden Henson. Foggy Nelson.
Quack.
Go ahead, Mark.
Hi, comedian Mark Howard. Like me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter, comedian Mark Howard. And I Make You Laugh 1 on Instagram.
Lou.
You can catch me on Instagram at It's Lourdes Gonzalez. You can catch me on Facebook at It's Lourdes Gonzalez. You can catch me on Twitter, LOU Gonzalez.
Kanisha Bus at KanishaBus.com. Don't forget to donate to my GoFundMe for the rest of this week. You will get a movie with that. So please donate to that so I can keep going to physical therapy. And I appreciate you.
And big shout out to our young man that takes all the great pictures. Go ahead.
KSDG Photography. Holler at me on social media. Email me. Mother's Day is coming up, so if you need any family portraits or anything like that,
picture of your mama.
Mother's Day is my birthday this year.
Yeah, definitely. So
that's Sunday, right?
All the kids get together. Take a photo, present it to your mama.
Yeah,
mama, I love you.
Yeah, and just also once again, I will not be in Vegas this Friday. Once again, I will not be in Vegas this Friday at that event for the Domino tournament. I will not be there. Just heads up for the people who's been hitting me up saying they was going to come see me. I will not be there.
There's just in a massive cars of turnaround.
No, that was a bus. Anyway, May 9th, your boy will be in Barstow. I'm on a comedy show there. I'm the headliner, so definitely come out and support that.
What?
If you say you heard about me on the Rollout Show, I'll get you in absolutely free. Trust me, it's Barstow. I got you. That's May 9th. Shout out to John for filling in for us. We appreciate
John.
that.
DJ
all day.
There's actually other things you actually do, and you took out the time to say, I got you. So
John answered the calls. For those of y'all that call in, that's who's
no, they
doing
didn't call in because he couldn't answer the call.
I'm saying, but those who do call, now they know who he is.
Oh, yeah, know who he is.
He can play music.
And once again, it's Speedy is funny on everything for me. If you're trying to reach me, it's Speedy IZ funny on everything.
Impossible.
And a comedian Speedy on Facebook. But the main thing, check us out on our network, which is speedyandfriends.net. You can see and hear everything that's going on. Last but not least, who's coming up in the mix, baby girl?
Man, make sure you guys stay tuned, because next up on the Foxxhole Thursday Midday Mix, it's your one and only DJ Danger One. Yeah. Oh, you want to hear
that? I thought you was going one.
Oh.
Ready? On three, go.
DJ Danger One.